Did you guys listen to that new Jake Paul song? No, not Jake Paul.
KSI?
No, the other guy.
KSI?
Jake Paul. Logan Paul.
Logan Paul?
Wait, who's Jake one? Is he the young one or the big
He's
one?
the one with the fucked up hairline.
Aren't they both like exactly the same person?
No, Jake Paul is the one with the bangs, but that's because he has a really fucked up hairline
Yeah.
that's like all the way up to here.
Did you guys listen to his song?
No, what's it about? Didn't he rip off KSI?
I don't listen to KSI.
Did you listen to Deji?
No.
I hate that kid. No, why?
There's something I think like.
I know there's a
I think his
controversy.
name is the name of the song is like Champion or something. Actually, it's a pretty good beat, but it's two people who rap in it. Him and like a little boy or girl. I couldn't tell.
Oh my god, what about that thing with 6ix9ine and Nicki Minaj?
What happened with them?
Didn't they like pair up to make a song?
Yeah, it did.
It's a decent song.
And there was something about Nicki Minaj and DJ Khaled.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't pay attention to
I'm
it.
pretty sure Minaj is just falling off for clout. Who cares though? It's all about Cardi B now. Queen B.
Hasn't she like not come out with something in a while?
Who? Cardi B?
Yeah.
She came out for her album pretty recently.
How long was that?
Fucking maybe like a month ago, 2 months ago. It's fucking recent. And I think just recently Minaj came out with fucking Queen, but who gives a shit about her? She's old. Even though she was relevant a couple years ago. But you know, that's rappers.
She's old or she's old news?
Kind
She's
of
both.
old news.
She's both, honestly. People just don't care.
Yeah.
But she's still look good though.
Not to me.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Alright.
Did you start?
This is a terrible intro. Brian, please.
Well, you can get it if you want. I'm sorry, I forgot the name of that podcast.
Yo, are you Nick 2.0?
What do we salty opinions?
opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick's not here again. He's never coming back. He left us.
Man, I was hoping.
Bitch ass
to show
nigga.
up.
Why do you keep thinking that?
He's
I don't
never gonna
know.
show up. Nick, if you're listening to this, you're off the podcast. You're fired.
You're fine.
Even though he hasn't come for like a long ass time.
Hey guys, I'ma come. Oh wait, something came up. Hey guys, I'ma come. Oh wait, I forgot I had made plans this day. Oh guys, I'ma come. Oh, I forgot I got work that day. Hey guys, I'ma come. Never mind.
Never.
I don't feel like
I don't feel
I'll
like
fuck
it.
with you guys.
Right, this is Salty Opinions. We're here with Frank Honest Flowers.
Yeah.
Superior Bones. I said that wrong.
What was wrong?
I said his name first and then his user or tag name, whatever. And then I said my tag
Brian,
name
we're not
first,
professionals.
and
This isn't Screw Attack.
then- Yeah. Alright, well, it's Brian. And then we're here with a special guest, Gabriel Iglesias, the fluff man himself.
Famous Mexican comedian.
Here to talk about his life of comedy and how that affects him and his family.
And his weight.
Wait, I don't get that part.
Yeah, life of comedy. Stand up.
Movies.
I don't like stand up.
Your Hawaiian t-shirts.
You don't like stand up, but you do stand up?
Come on,
Yeah.
David Iglesias. What's wrong
Yeah.
with you?
All comedians are depressed anyway. They don't do. They're not happy in life.
You should get into puppetry.
There was that one comedian who people really
Def
liked.
Dunham? I mean, Def Dunham.
Jeff Dunham, man.
Def Dunham.
You guys actually
That
found
guy
him
is
funny?
a loser. I hate him.
I hated him too.
He was funny to me when I was like 12.
He
and
was
I'm
never
like,
funny.
haha. But then I'm like, as I got older, I'm like, your jokes are very like, hugely based on stereotypes. They're all like hugely racial, and he really
But
leans
it's not
on his
racist. It's a
puppets.
puppet. That's how he gets away.
But you know, I'll kill them all.
No, I like ventriloquism. I don't think Jeff Dunham's
I think he's really
particularly
good.
funny. Yeah,
Yeah, I think he's talented. He's just not funny.
ventriloquism is cool.
What is that?
Like he can do the puppet shit good, but he's just not funny.
That's just. I feel like there's a layer of irony there. You're talented at what you do, but what you decided to do with that talent was comedy. But
You're not funny.
good at comedy.
But you're good at doing this shit.
Goddamn.
Brings up.
He wasn't terrible. It's just he never
No.
made me laugh.
Yeah. Well, he.
It's
he
like a
went
chuckle
little-
here and there.
Yeah.
He went farther than he should, maybe. I don't know.
He got his own TV show. I think he had 2 seasons.
I think he got that way because he was a ventriloquist, and nobody does that.
Yeah.
That's why
I'll give
Carlos
him
had to
that.
give him a show.
Yeah.
I'll give
But
you
look,
that.
mind you, Carlos Mencia stole jokes all the time and got like fucking 17 seasons, 12 seasons. He got a long fucking run.
Yeah, and he was real popular.
The
Back
Mexicans.
when I was in fucking junior high school.
Well, that's it. It was
Yeah, everyone used to do that shit.
That's
Shut the
the
fuck up.
that's the fan base. That's how people get popular. Look at Cardi B. She's popular because literally every single woman that's the same exact as her. is a fan
Yeah,
of
slay, Brian, slay.
her. It's just she's like 1 in a million of the same people.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, but she's different.
Because I don't know, maybe because she could like sing or rap.
She raps. She doesn't sing. She can't sing.
Or rap, whatever.
There you
Like again, still anyone can do it.
I don't know about that.
Anyone
I mean,
can
like,
do it, but everyone
can
should.
do, but like there's more.
The range and quality.
The range, yeah, for people to be able to do what she does,
Oh, sorry.
it's more larger than others or singers.
Brian, you know what always sounds like? You need to become a ventriloquist rapping comedian.
I want to be a singing magician eventually.
What the fuck's with you and the magic lately?
What?
Magic is whack. It's fake.
What?
Magic is-
No, it's illusion.
If I could just like pull a rose out of nowhere, you just say, oh, "That's it."
Yeah,
That's it.
because I know it's fake. Except for wrestling. That's cool. And it's
But
fake.
you'd have
That's
no
the fake
other friends
still.
that could do it.
Yeah, I know. It's
That's the
fake,
biggest
but
magic.
It plays up the fakeness. Magicians don't play up that it's fake. They play up that it's real, and that's why I don't like.
Yeah, it's mysticism because you actually don't know what it is. It's like, oh, how'd you do this?
No, who says that anymore? You're just like, all right, like how'd you do it? Not, oh, how'd you do it? No, just like, I just want to know how you did it. I don't
I know
care.
what you're talking about, man. Back when we used to see those fushigi ball commercials,
That's fushigi.
it used to be like, ooh,
But
shit,
they have
how'd you do
they
that?
play up it. Magicians don't. They play up the fact that it's real.
Man, I don't know. What
So
did I
it's
say?
like WWE wrestling. They play up that it's real, even though we know it's not. Which is why I
But a
don't,
lot of people still think it's real.
I don't think so.
No,
I
well,
don't.
unless you're really like little kids, and then there, like, you know, some adults.
I don't think anyone thinks it's real, but that's not the point. It doesn't like
Over the years that went down, people became more self-aware
Like-
about it.
it's impossible for anyone to think it's real because of social media.
I questioned way back when Chris Angel was on. I questioned it was real. It's like,
Chris
can
Angel?
this be? Yeah,
You
Mind
remember
Freak.
he
You
had
know-
the TV shit?
Mind
yeah,
the Freak.
like
Yeah.
he did some
Yeah, no,
crazy
Mind Freak,
stuff
yeah.
there, and I know it was
He's
on
talented,
TV,
yeah.
but-
There was another guy before him who did really good stuff. I forgot his name. He got parodied a lot in a lot of comedy shows. I forgot what his name was.
Was he like an old school?
David Blaine or something
yeah.
like that. David something.
Oh yeah, he's the parody version. Yeah,
And then it was those two magicians. I think they're magicians.
Yeah,
Those,
the parody
those two
version. He
guys.
was a legit
The one
magician.
big guy.
no, that the one the parodies are based off of.
Yeah. And then they started doing Chris Angel because he was so edgy.
Wasn't there like a magician duo who got their own TV show as well?
I don't know.
Siegfried and Roy? Oh, wait, the guys with the tigers?
One of them, the big one.
Oh,
He
yeah,
has
he's like the
glasses.
guy. He looks like kind of Steven Seagal because he has a ponytail.
Yeah,
he's
and he
like
has the
short guy.
glasses.
Oh, this is old. Then you're talking about.
I don't know if they're still doing it. I've seen.
No,
them.
they still do shows, but they're more kind of like on the coaching side.
Yeah.
But to get into the shows is like a fuck ton of money.
I forgot their names. I know what you're talking.
Again, magicians are
Yeah.
talented. It's just not something. I don't know. Interesting.
It's interesting to me.
Anyway, the point is, we can all agree magic is cool and Edgar's wrong.
Yes.
Let's move on to our first topic. Hey, EVO was a little big
Brian,
thing.
you have your moments.
All right, EVO.
We're gonna start from there.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
honestly
I mean,
going to take us the longest out of everything else.
Yeah.
TBH. Slay away, Brian.
I don't know. You want to go with Tekken or Dragon Ball first?
I'll leave that to Edgar because he was watching EVO.
Well, I literally watched. I think most of the top 8 on Sunday. I didn't watch really much on Saturday and Friday that much, but I watched. I know the first top 8 that I saw was Guilty Gear. Forgot his name. He's a Johnny player. He won. That's cool. Next one was. What was the next one?
I don't know.
Tag
I even
battle?
forgot the names of the players.
Was it Blast Blue?
I didn't watch what else was Tag Battle. No, they didn't have a top 8 on Sunday. They had a top 8, but not on Sunday.
Oh.
Sunday is important. Or maybe I missed it, which I doubt.
Just talk about the top
Let's
8.
just go Dragon Ball.
Yeah, let's go with Dragon Ball. Since it's the one I saw. But I'm completely blanking on it now. But
That guy did that really cool comeback with Black Goku.
oh yeah, it was the 1-on-3. He just like destroyed them.
Yeah.
That was awesome. The freaking oh man, that was crazy. He was really good with black. But the funny thing was,
We're talking about fighting games.
okay, the fact that everyone yelled when Cell's intro came on was
Oh
funny.
yeah, that's cool.
No, I like that.
They did a bit for Bardock, but
They did one for Bardock, and then there was one for somebody else. I forgot. I think it was Gohan.
yeah, all I know is it was Cell and Bardock.
Yeah.
But I mean, the finals were like Goichi and Sonic Fox. Which
Of course.
surprise, surprise. Those are like the two best players.
Yeah.
That bothered me when
Sonic asked for the seat switch.
Yeah, it was weird. Like he wanted to switch, and then what the other point bothered me because I was not big into tournaments and everything, so I had to ask Frank. I didn't know. No, it was you. I asked.
Yeah.
The reset, the bracket reset, that the guy won first.
But he was in losers.
Yeah, and I was like, this guy won. He like destroyed him, and then they had to do it again, and Sonic Fox completely destroyed that guy.
After they switched seats.
It's like,
yeah, that's what happens when you're in losers. Sonic Fox was the one who sent him to losers, and then Goichi just won all of his matches in losers, and now he fights Sonic Fox again, who was in winners. So because Sonic Fox is in winners, well, more the other way around. Goichi's in losers. He has to win 2 times. Sonic Fox just won. So that's what happens when you're in losers.
that was crazy. I mean, kudos for Goichi because he won that first one, so he brought himself back up. And Jesus, did he bring himself back up? He won all the others, but ultimately,
That side switch
Furry
though.
takes the cake.
People were kind of mad about
People
that.
really were mad about that. I know about the controversy between that. Some people were like, no, it's fair game. Other people were like, well,
It is technically is fair. It's just no one has done it in like forever. But I guess it was I wonder if it's more like because of the actual switching, like he's just better on that side, or if it's more like the time that it took for that to happen gave him time to compose himself.
That's what a lot of people were
So
saying.
that's
too.
why it's like kind of up there. Like who knows what happens, but ultimately he did win. So like, you know,
That just like asked.
it is fair. It's just
That begs the question: was Sonic Fox even trying all that much because he knew he had to win again?
no. You always try.
Okay, and then so he did try and he got destroyed. Then
Maybe.
for Goichi, I'd count that as a win. I'd say he won.
Yeah, a lot of people were like, in my heart you won, but like a lot of people were like, if you would have kept the momentum, like if that whole incident didn't happen and you guys would have just went straight, he probably would have kept the momentum and not given Sonic Fox like a time to, compose himself. So it did take like a little bit over 5 minutes for that whole thing to.
Some people were
happen.
saying because, well, it was because of technicalities, and they were trying to like the people, I guess the
TOs.
yeah, we're like actually trying to like
Because
fix things
literally
around.
no one has done that since like arcade
Forever.
days.
Yeah, exactly.
So they were like, what do we do?
Yeah, that's why they were stalling.
And
so
I think
much.
ultimately, it was like, if Goichi, it was like a coin flip.
Yeah, because he didn't want to.
Yeah.
Well, okay, if that hasn't happened forever, and Sonic Fox probably knows that he's a big time pro player over there, you kind of have to be an asshole to do that. You kind of have to, you know that it's
But,
not being
like,
done. Like this is the way things
I don't
are
blame
now.
him because so much money is in the line. Like, why would you not do that? Like, obviously, there's a little bit of like, not sinisterism, but more like he's just being tactical, like using literally everything he can to win.
Yeah,
Whether it's stall for time,
it's evil, baby,
it's fair, but
and you're
Again-
in grand finals.
yeah.
So I see like why not? If you see an opportunity, obviously some people are gonna be like, fucking
Butthurt.
stream monsters are gonna be like, no, there's no honor in this. Fuck that. Nigga.
Yeah, basically, some people were just like, you won, but you're not like,
You didn't really win.
yeah,
Some people are
We
like,
all
Goichi's
know.
a real winner.
yeah,
Props to Goichi.
yeah, basically.
Doesn't
That happened,
second
but
place got no reward.
yeah, you
Yeah.
get money, but
It's not.
you don't get over like 100. I don't know how much it was, but
You didn't get the whole earning.
yeah,
You don't get.
and you
all
don't get the
money.
bragging rights of being EVO champ,
Evo champ.
the first EVO champ for Dragon Ball. At that,
So shame on dishonor on you, but not Sonic Fox because I'm a furry.
and I also got this little statue.
Which he's probably gonna fur up too.
You know what?
Put a little cool one.
Why not? Why not?
But it won't be the last time they play each other. They'll basically be always top 2 in like every tournament.
Do
as
you
far as
see
I can
Dragon
see.
Ball fighters lasting long in this?
What do you mean?
Like in EVO, further
in
like
EVO is gonna be.
Yeah, it's
for
the
sure.
biggest game. Like
more fighters are gonna come out. They're gonna change
this
the
had
meta.
the biggest entries in all of EVO ever. Like any year, any game, this had the most.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I ain't disappointed though, because I mean I know it's a thing, because top tiers and low tiers and mid tiers they exist, but having Cell in like every single team,
He
He is one of the, if not the best. Bardock is also one of the, if not the best.
Bardock,
Kid Buu is
Goku
pretty top
Black.
tier. Goku Black.
Bardock, I want to say, is like A to S.
I like his moves.
They had a
Yeah, he's
fucking.
good
They
numbers.
had a level 3 counter for him. He had over 50 level 3s in top 8. That was like a little bet that people did on Twitter. Like, if he breaks 50 level 3s in top 8, like I'm done. He got like 53, I think.
Have you guys seen any of the base Vegeta and Goku's?
The
Do you think they'll
gameplays?
be like?
Oh,
something
will they be
that
out
will
already?
pick up?
They're out already.
Yeah, no, I mean, do you think they'll be like?
Viable for teams?
Yeah, like that good.
Maybe Goku over Vegeta for sure.
I don't
But-
know. I saw Vegeta being better.
Really?
Yeah, I heard, like they both are good. Like
I hear Goku's
they're
good in
better
situations.
than some of their other like
iterations.
base Vegeta is better than Blue Vegeta, but Blue Vegeta is not even like that great of a character to begin with. So they're better than a lot of their other forms, but not. I don't think they're good enough to like replace Black Goku, Cell, Bardock, even Android 16.
For like tournaments like this, probably not. But for maybe like casuals and stuff like that, or even little side tourneys, maybe yeah, just to have fun with it. But
Like, if
not
you
for
had
like real
Blue
tournaments.
Vegeta before, you might want to switch. You might, but they're not. They're not no game changers. Like, at least like the
really
best
big.
thing I've seen is like base Vegeta, how he can do like
The command
a
throw,
shitload of
follow-up.
damage just by himself with one bar.
Mhm.
But again, it's not.
Like Goku has like a situation thing where his like Rekka's into Kaioken depend on how many teammates you have and shit like that. Also, the Spirit Bomb is like, even though it takes a good amount time to charge up, it does a lot of fucking damage.
Yeah, like they'll like it's still kind of rarely, but I don't see them breaking like the mold of this game.
Besides, there's always patch updates, so a character that could be fucking Z tier can always like rank up.
Yeah, they're probably gonna
They can
nerf
always do
Cell.
changes. They
They
should,
already-
honestly, because that's community's complaining of like, Cell, why
Yeah,
hasn't he
so
been nerfed?
cool.
And it's been like 2 patches. Nah, we're gonna keep it.
I mean, why nerf Cell? Just like buff everybody else.
But the thing is, like, I don't.
Cell is
You have
that
to
good
be
though.
careful with Cell because the reason why Cell is so good is his utility in that game is like insane. Like
Yeah.
he is good at everything. He has some of the longest range.
Yeah, he's
He's just good at everything. So like if you nerf him too much, he'll be useless. So you gotta be careful. But like for instance, like Teen Gohan, he was not Teen, Adult Gohan.
Gohan.
He people hated him because of his stupid plus little kick shit and like he was kind of cheap. He made you block for like 30 seconds straight.
Yeah, and then they reduced the time of that.
Like they
And
made
then
it
people
so
kinda
like his non-EX version is like not plus. So not like and a lot of people dropped
a
him.
video on him doing that same thing, but with the punches.
Well, yeah,
This guy was just blocking for like a minute.
but it's not his stupid kick shit. Cause that shit is annoying. So the punches like you just have to like know when to do it in between. But in the kicks there was like no gap. So that got kind of nerfed. But like he's not like he's bad now. It's just why would I pick him when like Bardock is here? And then you just switch him out. Or Kid Buu.
I just hope they add Golden Frieza in as a character itself.
Get the fuck out.
They're not gonna do that, Brian.
Just
He has
put
a
Golden
form.
Frieza in.
And what moves
Just
are they gonna
go.
give him? What moves are they gonna give him?
Give him some new moves. He's
Like-
got a bunch of stuff.
Okay, name some, DBZS fan.
I can't name moves.
Yeah.
Frieza's moves don't have names. They do in like Xenoverse, but I don't know. They all like Death Beam, Death Stare. The same thing as Piccolo. I don't know.
I mean, we already know the characters that are coming. Cooler and Android 17.
Yeah,
What?
I mean, these non-canon characters are just.
Cooler's cool.
He's
Cooler
not
guy.
cool. The fourth form is cooler.
Which one is that? The skinny one?
Yeah, I like the skinny ones better. I mean, I prefer the fifth form because that's what makes him him.
Yeah,
Makes him cooler.
He's big and buff, and he has a
Different,
big
yeah.
spiky and he, of course, the mask.
But I don't
I don't want to say anything
like
else.
the form. I don't think it's cool at all.
Because then he would just be like Frieza.
Exactly. Who wants that?
But we got Frieza. Who needs Cooler? That's my point.
But he's
not
big.
canon.
Yeah, Cooler's cool.
And he's big.
He's cool because he's different. He's not
Yeah,
so.
he's like
Oh,
big.
he's different. He's evil. Wants to destroy Saiyans.
He's
And
not
he's
human.
big.
Yeah, he's big.
He's a big body.
Yeah, just like Broly. That's why everyone likes Broly because he's big and strong.
Broly fucking sucks at this game.
Shut up. We can change. Maybe.
Yeah, probably in the future. Hopefully.
Maybe after 3 patches.
Maybe they'll make him into Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Oh yeah, that's probably gonna get costumes.
Costume.
Yeah, alternate costumes.
It should be its own character. Because
Brian, he's literally Broly. It's Broly.
Okay, but
they're
that's
both
non-canon,
non-canon. Well, I mean, well, now he's technically canon.
Super Broly is technically canon.
Yeah, Super Broly's canon, and then.
But he's gonna have the
this
same
Broly's
moves.
So what? They're gonna remove the old Broly?
No,
And put in the new one.
because you already did it. Just add the new.
What's the point of
Broly.
having 2 Brolys?
There's other
you've been
other
stumped.
cooler, unique characters
Main
they could add than another Frieza and another Broly.
Yeah, like Janemba.
Yeah,
Hell
Janemba.
yeah, I'll take
That'd
fucking
be cool,
Janemba.
yeah.
Super 13.
Or Super 13.
Nah, I don't like Super 13.
Regular 13? How do you not like it? I like... the only reason why I really like Android 13 is because of
He looks like
that
Terry Turner.
orb that tracks you. I always thought that was cool.
Which one?
He- his-
Trucker Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
like-
has like a red... Like his red attack that like tracks you.
I was just like the design. He looks cool, and then he turns blue, and I'm like, I don't like you so much.
Yeah, I don't like that one that much. But
They haven't added any GT characters there.
No, but if they do, they should only add Super 17, the only character from that saga that matters. And maybe Baby Vegeta.
I don't think anybody from GT should be there.
Baby Vegeta.
What about the dragons?
Yeah, Omega Shenron.
Nah.
No, fuck Omega Shenron. Like the Fire and Ice one.
Yeah. They, because I don't know. They're not.
They all
like,
look goofy.
They don't.
I know they're not
like
gonna add
Dragon
them.
Ball
I'm just making shit up.
material.
All right, so next top 8. I guess we'll talk about is Tekken. Did you watch Tekken?
Yeah, it's the first one I saw, but I don't remember much from it. I know this.
There's a lot
one
of
guy
dropping.
Came back.
Huh?
This one guy made a comeback.
Little Majin.
He was a cheetah, I think.
He was
Character?
king.
Yeah, king, whatever. But it was cool. His comeback he made. He did well.
King is the best. I love King.
Other than that, I don't remember much.
It was like a
Who was
cool
everybody playing?
Tekken tournament.
What were the characters that made it into top 8?
King.
Uh-huh.
So what's his name? JDCR always uses him.
Jack?
No, he stopped with Jack. Thank God. Dragunov.
Yeah.
Dragunov. I think there was a Devil Jin.
Of course.
I think a regular Jin.
Really? Okay. Any
Not
Kazumas?
Rashid, the other guy.
Oh, him?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Don't fucking remember.
Rashid in Tekken.
Yeah.
Fair enough, fine. No.
It's either with an A or an S.
It's a... Ooh.
I forgot his name.
I forgot his name. Okay, him, who else?
I don't... Who else was it? That's all I can think of. That's all I remember, at least.
Ooh, what?
Any Steves?
Hell no.
Fuck. Whack.
But,
King guy lost, right?
yeah, he lost. I think it was like 4th or 5th. Tied for 5th or something like that. Or maybe 3rd. Something like that. But, yeah, it was a cool top 8. Just, it was funny. Or I guess entertaining because, like, I've never seen so many drop combos in a, like, top 8 ever. And it became comical. Because, like, Aris was just yelling, like, oh, he dropped the game-winning combo. This guy can, like, beat him, you know. Because he dropped it and, like, he's open. And then he fucks it up, too. Everyone is messing up everywhere. I think everyone was just fucking nervous. But, who won? Was it the Shaheen player? That's the name, Shaheen. I forgot who won. Shit. Yeah, I forgot.
Could have been him, or I remember Double Jin being a winner of something.
Was it Double Jin?
Maybe Double Jin. Double Jin's pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
He's like fucking SSS tier.
But it was cool. Then they had the announcements for that game, which were what are the names again?
Anna Williams, Lei Wulong,
Me.
and everyone's favorite hard-hitting hero, Walking Dead man, Nathan. Yeah.
A lot of people were kind of iffy on that.
Yeah. Got the
I just don't.
stick. You got the blicky.
Another character that I don't care for.
Character. Nigga, he's a fucking promotion.
Yeah, but I mean like.
And it's the wrong crowd too.
Cup Noodle ain't there, so now they gotta get another thing.
He's wrong, Kyle. Imagine him being invited to Dragon Ball. Negan joins the cast of the Z Fighter.
Tekken is like the only thing that would do that.
Yeah.
Fucking Negan.
Well, Soul Calibur.
You know what?
Fuck that.
I would not even be surprised.
Yeah.
You know what? Why not? Fuck you. It's called. People were just annoyed because there was like, why didn't you announce this in Comic-Con? This is literally like, this is the wrong crowd, man.
The thing I saw complain more was like, people were like, oh cool, these two characters that we asked for.
People were pissed because
And then-
Kiryu's not in it.
Yeah, and then it's like, man, I wish there was this character who is super cool, has a super awesome, unique move. He fits
so well into the fucking cast of characters.
Yeah.
Or even Majima. Because he has a fucking bat.
Yeah.
He has literally one of his styles in one of those games is just Slugger. But you know, not Walking Dead man. Walking
middle-aged. I don't watch The Walking Dead, so I don't know how much of a badass he is. So
He's very charismatic. Very,
is
very
he a good
charismatic.
guy?
He carries he's a bad man.
He's a bad guy, but
Is he on the good side?
Don't you dare sympathize, Brian.
it's like it goes long enough for you
Was he there in the beginning?
to want him to live.
Like season
7? What season are they in now?
Who the fuck?
It's like
cares?
there's a villain for each season, but it kind of like goes on for maybe like 2.
Is he the villain in this new season?
I stopped watching. I don't know. I know he's like still alive, but I don't know.
But he's a badass.
But he survived more than a season.
Yeah, he's like the big bad, like the real big bad, because he's like the kind of guy who takes initiative. And if you dare wrong him, he'll wrong you twice as hard.
Is he the guy who
He's the guy with the bat, with the spikes.
yeah, but is he the one who like killed that Asian dude
Yeah.
that kept saying give stuff?
Yeah, he's the one. Why you laugh? What was
'Cause
that?
I remember that gif I would see on Twitter. Like it became a meme.
Splat.
Man, I have a headache. And they show the gif. I'm getting his head cracked open. Waking up from a hangover, like.
Oh no, that's fun.
But I'm interested to see what he looks like, but I have no.
So am I. I'm just annoyed that it's just why. It's so weird. I don't know. I just
So weird. I want to
weird
see.
fucking
I want to
choice.
see how
Really.
they bring him into the story.
because people were just like, it's fine. The other characters have been fine because they're in video games. Like Geese makes sense.
Yeah. Noctis makes sense.
Noctis makes sense because dumb portal shit.
Akuma makes sense.
He's in fucking the story.
Yeah.
He's implemented in the story, and then just Schmo Joe for back.
What's the
comes
thing
up.
he says? Little pig, little pig.
Let
What?
me in.
Does he say that? Oh,
Yeah, he says that. He's like little pig, little pig, and then like they show his little outline, and some people are like, "What?"
Who is this man? And then you see Wei Wulong. He has a fucking drive for every stance change.
So people
That's
don't know.
So good.
People don't know if that's unique to him or
That's
that's
only him.
like
Only him. Only
the
him.
new thing. Because
Uh-uh.
not only is this the 3 characters, I forgot they're also like changing the game.
Yeah, they're adding wall bounces, and I noticed that Steve, his now
He has
his,
a new-
his Sonic Fang is now a rage drive, which I don't know if they're gonna be able to switch rage drives out.
That's what I'm wondering.
That's so
Maybe
fucking
people
weird.
might have multiple rage drives.
But that move is, I don't know why they would pick Sonic Fang over anything else. I don't know.
Some people
It's
said
so
that he
weird.
had a new string too.
Yeah, he does.
So
I'm
characters
glad.
are getting new strings.
Yeah.
So that's like cool.
I'm glad.
They're reworking the game.
Season 2.
Not reworking, but changing the game.
Changing things to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I saw the top 8 for Smash Melee. That's the old one, right?
Melee or not Ultimate?
Brawl is. the one
Brawl's
after
dead.
Melee.
Brawl's dead. No one
So
cares.
Melee.
Yeah,
Yeah. With
That's what-
Leffen. And like how he bodied everyone.
of course.
And that one kid, It was I say kid because he looks young. Like he looks probably younger than me, maybe, or my age. I forgot what his name was. Starts with a P. I want to say Poof, something like that. He was playing in top 8. Man, that kid looked like he wanted to. It looked like he was having a heart attack.
Why?
He looked depressed as shit. Like he looked like he was like.
Can you play me a clip?
I don't know his name. That's why.
Just look up crying Smash player or whatever the fuck.
He wasn't crying. He just looked miserable. Like, he looked like he was in the brink of tears. And then when they had the little ceremony, when he was standing there, he did not let go of his chest. So a lot of people were like, I think he's having a fucking heart attack. Not a heart attack.
A stroke?
But, no, not a stroke. But like...
A panic attack?
A panic attack. Because he legit was holding... Like, at first I thought, when he was playing, I'm like... I understand it's stressful, but I kind of feel like he's kind of like... You're doing a little too much, kid. Like, I get... You're in top 8, and I get you're kind of getting bodied, but it's not that serious. But yeah, when they were, he would not let go of his chest, and like he looked like he was fucking dying. So something must have happened. But I was on Twitter, kind of keeping up with the story, and I think it was his manager or somebody close to him was like, yeah, we sent him to the hospital because he was like under a lot of stress, but he's fine.
Would that be like the first recorded death at an EVO?
Oh my god, Brian!
Man dies of stress. Tournament game. Oh my god. Loses.
I'm surprised you don't work for Polygon or Kotaku writing these articles.
It's freaking funny.
It's fucked up, Brian. The kid could have gotten into like shock or something. And you're that one kid in the crowd who's like, ha!
Yeah, he looked fucking pretty bad. Like he looked pretty bad, but it was like my first fucking Smash top 8, and it was cool. Like I didn't understand much of what was going on, but I could tell like Leffen was like just bodying everyone. Plop, that was his name.
Plop.
Yeah.
What was he playing? Better be fucking Jigglypuff.
No, he was playing like
Kirby.
I don't know her name. It's like
Sheik?
Sheik, yeah.
It's a name a sound makes when it falls to the ground. Plop.
You're fucked up, right?
Wait, he's playing Sheik?
Yeah.
What a surprise.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, Sheik is a really good player.
Yeah.
Really fast. It's like today's Smash. What is it? Wii U with Bayonetta?
Yeah, but everyone
Still
doesn't
Sheik
like
is still
fucking
good, though.
Bayonetta.
Who else was there? Sheik and there was a guy. Who was the guy that was really good?
Falco?
Nah,
Not
it
Falco.
wasn't
Captain
Falco.
Falcon?
Yeah, no. It probably was. It wasn't Fox or Falco. I can't remember.
But I think that was
Dr. Mario?
No.
Dr. Mario's really good though.
It might have been Captain Falco.
Roy?
Nah,
Is it a sword character?
I don't think so.
Lame, bro.
No, I'm telling you, it's probably Captain Falcon. But who
How do you
cares?
not know Captain Falcon? How do you confuse that Captain Falcon with
Little
anyone?
Mac?
No, I'm saying that was like
In Melee?
there's a guy version.
Melee's
of,
the
like,
old
top tier.
In
Like
Melee?
Sheik is like one of the best because she's fastest.
Yeah, but so is Falcon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's probably Falcon. That was the other
Probably him, because he has that damn knee. It's so fucking good.
But yeah,
Oh shit. Oh no. And we resume.
and after that we had what else? Was there anything else besides Street Fighter after that? I know we're not going in order.
Street Fighter, Jesus.
No. I don't mean after. I mean like anything besides Street Fighter, because we're not going in order.
No, I don't. Not for me. There wasn't, and Frank didn't even watch it.
Nope.
So
Alright, so yeah, it was Street Fighter, and
you can tell us about that. You're the only one.
I mean, I was rooting for Takedo just because I wanted him to be champion again, which would have been like.
Who's he playing?
He was Akuma. He's always been playing Akuma since like that. He came out, but they had like some new people that I didn't know about, like some like Dominican player, Kaba. People have always been making fun of him because he has like a fucked up eye. It's like white.
Oh no.
Yeah. So people People would make jokes about that.
Oh,
And, man, Street Fighter was played really fucking late. Like, it was played like at midnight. Midnight
Yeah.
for us, for
Yeah.
them it was 9.
They were running late.
Yeah.
They were.
And it ended like at 3 in the morning.
Yep. ESPN was
No, it was on ESPN this year.
It wasn't on ESPN too. I'm
No.
pretty sure it was airing.
No, I don't think it was on ESPN this year. But Takedo came in second, and who came in first again? Problem X with Bison.
Any big moments?
I mean,
Big fails? Big comebacks?
Big wins.
Takedo was going like
Big game.
Takedo and Problem X were like the first match, if I remember correctly, and then Problem X beat Takedo. So Takedo basically had to go through losers and beat everybody, and kind of same thing that happened with Dragon Ball. Like he beat Problem X and reset the bracket, and then he just kind of shit the bed in the second half. But
It sucks. It's because like it feels like you got to like.
yeah, you literally do. And they're like in EVO, I think last year he was in losers earlier than top 8, so he had to beat a shitload of people and then go to like that was a big deal like for him to do all that. I mean, it was still a big deal now, but like he got second, which is still like pretty good because he's like pretty consistent. And I mean, yeah, there was no like it was like solid top 8. Like there was no fucking like 12 camis in top 8 or anything like that. Yes, I know 12 in top 8.
Jesus.
But yeah, it was a like solid top 8, and I was just like, I wanted him to win, but he didn't. So, whatever.
Who
But
was he playing?
Akuma,
Oh,
he's a pretty top tier character, but he's gonna play him regardless on like how good or bad he is. And after that, they announced like
I
their
like that.
2 characters, which is G, the president of the world, and Sagat, however you want to say his name.
Sagat.
Well, so they played their trailers and like people were like super happy. Well, people were like interested in G. Like he was either gonna be whack or like the coolest thing ever, and it turns out he's the fucking coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
People were super hyped for Sagat.
Yeah, because he's like a classic.
But he looked so boring. His gameplay looked so boring to me.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing. He is like, he's the character for people who like are fundamentals. Like he has like a fireball and a DP, and he is his game plan is an impenetrable wall. Like you cannot touch him. But the big announcement, I guess, because we knew they were coming. It was they were released literally the next day, so like everyone lost their shit. It was like
Next
yeah.
day, I thought it was like right then and there.
well, next day, but depending, it's literally a couple hours
Yeah.
because it was like midnight and shit like that. But they came out, and I was like, I had the choice of like, who am I gonna buy, G or Sagat? G honestly looks cooler, but because I didn't play any of the old Street Fighters, I was like, I'm gonna get Sagat because I want to see what the big like hullabaloo. Like, why do people like this character so much?
Why were people like losing their shit? in
Like,
the
he
audience?
looks cool, but he's not the most like flashiest.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to see what like the big hullabaloo. And I got him. I got him a day after because I kind of wanted to see what people initial like day one thoughts was, and it's like G is like the best character they released since like forever. Well, easily in season 3, but like turns out he's super good, and people are actually like, maybe he should get nerfed, which I don't agree with, but he's basically like what a Street Fighter 5 character needs to be, except no grief rating. But he's like, he can rob you like super easily. He has like good V trigger, he's like a really good character, and he's cool, and he has like, he's kind of goofy like how he acts.
I
It's
just
kind of
wish his
goofy.
costumes were cool.
He does and during his idle stance, if you like let it wrong.
Yeah,
and,
for like
he goes
50 seconds.
He does a little speech, and then he shoots the ground, talking about the earth and shit, and then bop bop, and then you lose like half your health or
Yeah.
some shit like that.
And like just the way he moves is good. Like if you walk back, he kind of does like a Michael Jackson thing. he does a whole bunch of weird
He's
shit.
very
His taunt is
charismatic.
like, shake hands with the president. I'm so something like that.
Oh, I'm
Like,
so disappointed in you.
He
something
like
that.
in his Q costume, one of his colors is the green mask.
Yeah. Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
just like, this character is fucking goofy, like in a fun way. But people really like G,
He's out there, but not.
and
like,
Sagat
out
is
there.
like the most like boring
He's vanilla for the vanilla players.
vanilla shit. And like even like someone like Bonchan who's like the biggest Sagat fan. Like people, he wasn't streaming on Twitch. He was streaming on some other shit, but he had like 10,000 people watching it, and it's like he only speaks Japanese, so like there was a shitload of people watching him. He didn't understand a lick he was saying, but they just want to watch him play. But he's not terrible. He's just like you're tall as shit, and you're kind of slow, and you don't have the best range, but your fireball is really good, and your DP is really good. So I guess that's just what we got to do: chuck fireballs all day and anti-air, and yeah, he's just an ant character kind of.
He's there for the classic people.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, everyone kind of said this, and this is like a thing that is just like a Street Fighter 5 thing, where like people like really want like Cody. Oh man, I can't wait till Cody comes out. When he comes out, it's over. It's 2 days after he comes out. This guy is not the best. He's not top 5. I'm gonna go back and play Akuma. Like Alex. When Alex came out, I went, oh shit, Alex, my boy. At third strike, baby. No one plays Alex.
Let's get it. 1 week later. No, it's okay.
No one plays Alex.
Yeah, but people who do make him work, but he just takes a lot of like time, a lot of time.
It's like those, like when people seen Alex on stream, everyone like is like super hype, but no one wants to actually put in the effort to fucking play Alex.
It's too much time and effort. Just kind of go for someone who's like more casual character, like Blanca.
Not even a lot of people play Blanca.
Yeah, Blanca's.
Blanca's actually not a bad character, but
no, he's not. He's just very fucking annoying.
Yeah,
that's his whole. That's his thing.
Yeah, EVO was cool, and that's pretty much it. Oh wait, we have to.
Faggot.
I guess since we're talking about EVO, we'll just go on to the next thing, which is like the Smash Direct.
Oh yeah, Echo.
Did you guys watch it live?
No, I did not.
How did you?
It was only like 30 minutes, right?
30 minutes.
It's like
28 something, but yeah, 30 minutes. People were pissed because it was a Smash Direct and not the actual release date. People were pissed it didn't get the characters. People are pissed because Shovel Knight's a trophy. People are pissed because Zero's an assist trophy. People are pissed because they didn't get their Lolly Goth Girl and not the Waluigi. Yeah, and Waluigi. Which became a meme, but I think is now like a real fucking thing. What the fuck's up with that?
No, it was a meme, but people took it way too far. Like, they were just harassing, what's his name?
Sakurai? Yo, that guy gets no breaks. Like, honestly, he gets no fucking breaks.
Yeah, a lot of people I
trash
follow
community.
on Twitter sort of retweeted things like, you guys are fucking...
They are the worst. The
like,
absolute fucking worst.
It started off as a joke, but you guys are taking it to the point where, like, it's not funny, it's more, like, annoying.
You're grown men acting like children.
Yeah, for a character, and, like, you guys are just not gonna get it.
People actually exist out there who want stupid characters like Sans from Undertale.
And Goku.
Stupid.
Yeah, the meme is cool, but when you go to the lengths of like, constantly like harassing the
game
guy,
developers, devs,
then it becomes like, you guys are going.
You got a problem.
It bothers me when they do official polls and these characters end up like really high on the list. Like if it's a joke and people like doing it just to be funny, oh look how high this stupid character is. Like that's still official, so it's annoying. Like you got the last poll they did for Japan or something, like Sans was pretty actually high up there, and I don't know, it was other stupid characters, but it's like just when it comes to the polls, be serious.
I don't know about that.
Why?
I don't mind if like
Sans
would win.
That's what I'm saying. If he'd win,
yeah. I wouldn't mind that because that's like, alright, you guys are like, you guys are really doing the meme.
Because but if that happens, people will be more pissed. Really, you let Sans in?
They'll be like
some bone child player instead of Shovel Knight? My hero?
Obviously, your love for whatever character you have is not as strong as the memes.
So the memes win.
Yeah, but that's like that's a fair thing.
That's real life.
But when it's like harassing, that's when I'm like, alright, you guys are kind of like.
That's also real life.
And like it's the length of how long this joke has been going on. I just don't think it's funny anymore.
The Waluigi thing was like okay in the beginning, and then I'm surprised.
It's just played out
What's wrong
and
with you,
boring.
I never found it funny to begin with.
No, it wasn't funny, but it was like okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Silly, it's silly. But now it's like it's
This is
went from-
ridiculous.
Yeah, to like all right, chill the fuck out.
That was like the very first time when it showed up. I saw some seriousness in it. It was like, oh, Wario is there.
Oh, I'm
so
sure it
then
did because I
Waluigi-
saw people in the comments were like, not all Waluigi fans are like this. It's just a very vocal few. Like it did start off as like I really want this character to the point where I guess some people kind of were like that'd be funny. I'm gonna keep going with this and add him to like every fucking Nintendo Direct trailer. But I guess now that at least to me, there's more of a reason to actually buy this game.
What do you mean?
Like all the things they're adding, the maps, the music.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this is gonna be the ultimate.
Like now I'm like okay, I can see why someone would pay money for this because when they showed it the first time, where they literally just announced
It was like a patch, like an update.
what's her name? The
Rosie.
dragon.
What dragon?
The new character they announced.
Meta Ridley.
The
No,
dragon.
Ridley.
Ridley.
Ridley, yeah.
I was just like, that's all you guys are gonna do for this new game and charge people a new character.
There's one new
Well, people thought it was just a port,
That's so whack. Why would you guys
but
spend money
now
for it?
it's really starting
Now
to
I'm
look
like,
it.
oh shit, you're adding fucking
King K. Rool.
yeah.
Simon Belmont.
Too bad they were leaked. So I already knew they were coming.
Everything's what isn't leaked. Everything's
basically.
leaked. It's just this one was actually.
People are just in it for the CG, the CG trailers, which always look
Fucking
really
Luigi
nice.
is dead.
Everyone's dying. But they had to put out a public announcement on Twitter apologizing. It's like,
Luigi's
don't
alive,
fret,
yeah.
everything's okay. They're not dead.
So they add like a lot of new things and sort of like changing things. Like the
They're adding bosses again.
Smash bar that they have now.
Yeah, people like that, but it's not gonna be probably tournament.
No,
level.
it's not.
And it does less damage.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not going to be tournament.
I like it
Everyone is just
better.
like, no.
Because if you get Sonic to do that all the time, whew, it'll be a nice party thing.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool. I like that.
Like yeah, that's what I kind of felt about this whole direct. Is like they're adding a lot of things that won't change the tournament, but will make it more fun for people.
It's
Like a lot of
they're trying to even it out for both, honestly.
like they have a lot more like bigger rings for when people want to do the fucking.
Yeah, everything
18
has an
I
omega.
mean the 8 people.
Uh-huh.
Is it 8 or 16?
It's 8.
8 player Smash. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And like they're adding a whole bunch of shit to where I'm like, okay, that's like worth it.
And they're still adding stuff, so even
Yeah.
more.
And then they have that little blurred out little thing. They kind of showed the interface, and they had like a little.
People think it's the subspace
Yeah,
emissary.
it's totally gonna be that. Why wouldn't it be that?
What?
Subspace emissary is the name of the story mode campaign.
Well, yeah, it's a campaign.
Yeah.
I
Scenario.
forgot where I heard it from, but
Brawl.
I heard that someone like fucking knows how to depixelize that shit, and like they even did it for the Japanese and English version, and like translated it's like I think it was like something like Ghost or Soul. So some people are like it'll be like a single player, like I don't know, like a single player mode where you have to like
Rescue everyone?
rescue someone's soul and like put them in their body. I don't know, or maybe like fucking Luigi's Mansion 2 in the game.
Oh, no, that ain't gonna happen.
Something to do with souls or ghosts, something like that, but who knows?
Do you guys have any preferred newcomers?
What do you mean?
Goku Black.
Characters to get introduced in the game that you would want?
Steve Fox. Negan.
No, not really.
Kylo Ren.
There's no one you could think of? Even if it's outrageous?
Oh. If I had to be like a
anyone
Nintendo
just-
property, it would be Travis Touchdown.
Who?
Travis Touchdown?
That'd
No
be
More
cool.
Heroes?
Oh, No More Heroes guy.
Yeah. Fuck you, No More Heroes guy. Travis Touchdown. He's the fucking best.
I guess I can't really. Groot.
Groot?
No, I hate Groot.
Dave Bautista from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Literally him and his wrestling.
But I want all his
Yeah.
likeness. Like I want it to be very clear. It's Dave Bautista.
And this level
No,
is...
you know who I want them to add? Nah, actually, he's kind of already in there.
Who?
I was gonna say Triple H,
What?
but that character they just announced he looks like Triple H.
Oh, Simon?
Yeah.
He doesn't have the nose, but yeah.
Yeah, all
He's
you
it.
gotta do is plant the fucking nose. Just expand it. Like the pixels will be kind of like
Wonky
there,
weird.
so you'll see them, but Big fucking no. I can't think of anyone. I'm not into Smash like that. Like I don't know what would be like a Smash character.
It'd just be like any Nintendo character.
Yeah, like or in indie because they can do an indie character.
They ain't gonna actually put indie like as a playable character.
I was thinking like Sora. People want Sora.
Fuck
They
off!
can do Sora.
Fuck off!
I
Why?
think so. He's a
No
fighter.
way.
Give
No.
me strength.
They
Sora. Come on!
I don't know. They can do
Goofy.
Sora. Like
Nah,
he's not
no
what I
way.
would pick. I'm just saying
No.
they can do that.
No, because if you do that, then everyone's
The,
gonna
the
be like,
floodgates open. That's it. You
That's
you
it.
fucked yourself. Anybody and everybody can be in there.
I want Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
I don't know. I had like a fucking Powerpuff Girl or something.
From a Nintendo property? I can't think of it.
I honestly can't think.
It
of a
would just be
character.
like Monster Hunter or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And every color would be like a different armor set or something kind of goofy like that.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
I've already got the character
Oh,
that I want.
the
The
guy
only
from
one I
Mad World,
want-
but that'd probably be really violent.
Yeah, I was gonna
But then
say,
again,
you can't add him.
but then again, fucking Bayonetta's in there. She just decapitates. Or
Yeah,
the
but she's-
Wonder Red or Wonder Blue from Wonderful 101. Or Beautiful Joe.
Nah, beautiful. Joe.
Nah.
Fuck.
I
that.
like Beautiful Joe, but like
Kenshin no
that's
Koko,
just
baby.
a small version of
Who?
Captain Falcon.
No.
Except he will have like super. I mean, like time stopping, like fast forward shit.
Yeah,
I just got one. They could do Sly Cooper.
PS2, Brian.
That's what. So what? You can do Sly Cooper. You
No,
can
you
do
can't.
Banjo. You can do Ratchet and Clank. You can do
No,
Jack
you
and
can't.
Daxter.
Okay, I
This
can
is
think
not
of one.
PlayStation All Stars.
Jack and Daxter.
Jack and Daxter.
I fuck with that.
You can do stuff like that.
Jack and Daxter 2, by the way.
That was in PlayStation
I
All
know.
Stars.
I know. Either Jack and Daxter or
Just play PlayStation All Stars.
shut up. Or
People want Crash Bandicoot.
Kratos.
Kratos.
Everyone's
Or
Nintendo
Nathan
friend.
Drake.
Oh my
Everyone's.
god! Now you're just going.
This is literally-
PlayStation.
Man,
Rapper,
I wish
rapper.
they made a game like that.
Fuck it, why not? Big Daddy from the big Bioshock.
Bandana Waddle Dee is my character.
The guy from Infamous.
Foxy Pirate.
Why not? One Piece. Fuck it.
The entire cast of one.
In one character.
one
The
character.
Espadas from Bleach. Why not?
Deji.
Oh no.
Alright, while we're on the topic of Smash, there's some shit that kind of happened.
Jesus.
I feel bad for the Smash community because they just get non-stop shit.
Yo, wait, real quick. Please add like a really obnoxious face of Deji in the thumbnail. I just want that for me. I just want that for me.
Bet.
What do you say?
But
Smile.
there was a whole debacle with like Smash.
Was it the
4.
Bayonetta thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of get it, but at the same time, it's just like you guys are kind of stupid. But they're kids. Well, they look young, so I'm like, maybe they obviously didn't know what was gonna happen.
What, the people who were playing in top 8 or the
Yeah,
audience
the
around
two finalists, the two Bayonetta players.
them? Yeah, they were trying to like troll, but then like the TLs were like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Because they were
I
just
get
getting
it
booed
because they were kind of pushed like
to the point where
to
like
the point where like they kind of want to lash out, but like it's literally like top 8 of EVO, which is like the biggest stage.
It's Bayonetta's all over the place doing the same combos.
I wonder if Evo was ever gonna like just be like, we don't want to deal with this anymore.
I think this is their last one.
Because community is just so fucking toxic, man. It's
I
so
think this.
bad.
I heard. I don't know if it was a joke, but this is the last EVO, and this is how we're going out.
Yeah, some famous player was talking about it, or like,
Yeah.
someone in the community was. Just
I
like,
get it.
you guys
'cause,
are
like,
literally the worst representation for this community.
Yeah, because like they got booed, fucking hard, and people like left the stage. And a lot of people were like, "You guys, the people who left are also like pretty bad." I don't really agree with that, just because. Yeah, it'd be better for you to support your game regardless on like, what's happening on screen. But at the same time, a lot of these people spent good money to be there, so it's their choice.
Yeah.
Like if you don't want to sit there and watch that, like this match, you can bounce.
Or you can make your voice known. Boo them loud.
I think
I don't like this.
I think leaving.
Pain.
I would leave.
I
Like
want
if I
some
saw that,
farts.
I wouldn't sit there and boo. I think that'd be a waste of my
Not
time.
enough farts.
I
Just
get something
walk
to
out.
eat. Yeah, I get something to eat or something.
Just walk out. Probably that'd make it more prominent that you don't like it. But no, I'm gonna sit
I
in the
think
booth.
silence would be way worse than people yelling.
Nah, do your best to get on the stage and rage right in the guy's face.
You remember that one guy that was asking for casual matches in a Street Fighter? No, in Marvel. He had his shirtless. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. That was like 2 years ago or something.
Yo, play me right now.
You won EVO, but now you gotta fight me.
Oh my god, I remember that.
Someone made that into an emo. I don't know if
Final
EVO
boss.
themselves made it into an emo, but it was definitely an emo. But
Let it be carried away.
that happened, and then it was like, yeah, you guys are representing us, so you kind of have to
You gotta play.
not only that, but just kind of like handle yourselves better.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I look at them and I'm like, these two, they're also like friends, so like they're fine. Like I get that part, that's cool. They're both just kind of fucking around with each other, but it's like I don't know. Weird. They obviously shouldn't have done it, but I'm like, you guys also look like you're young. You know, honest mistake.
It's crazy how they add Bayonetta, who I never thought or imagined would be added to Smash, and she becomes like one of the best characters.
Yeah.
She is the best. I heard
Literally
she is literally like the best. Like there's no doubt about it. Like if you're not playing Bayonetta,
What do you do?
yeah. Because I was on the Twitters, and people were like, I don't play Smash. How do you counter Bayonetta? It's like, play Bayonetta. That's it. There's no other way around it. Play Bayonetta. But then on top of that, I know Hungry Box also got in like a little debate. Not a little one. Pretty big one. Debate with like the community and how he feels like everyone around him makes fun of him. Like even like his co-workers, other players make fun of him. Because I heard he complains or something.
He whines, supposedly.
He complains a lot, or he makes a scene. And I don't know, he felt like people were making a joke of him. And then there was another player who also, I think, was also in the top 8, who also had like a little Twitter fiasco thing that happened. And then, I don't know if it was for EVO, but there was definitely a tournament that this was brought up, but it had to do with Street Fighter player Christitarian and some other guy. There was a money match. Well, they were going to do a money match. And it was the idea that, well, he tweeted out like, hey, if you see someone wanting to have a money match, you guys have to get up and let them play because they're doing it. And a lot of people were like, no, like just because you want to be greedy and win money doesn't mean we should get up and like give you our spot. Because he was saying that money matches take precedence over regular casuals.
Is that true?
I don't think so.
He said it was an unspoken rule, and if you didn't know it, then you're a fucking whatever he said you were. But I know a lot of like big people, like even TLs, were just like, nah, that's not a thing. And I know Hungry Box has something to say about that. I think he was also in agreement that if it's something like that, you guys should get up and shit like that. So a lot of people were like giving him shit for that too, and it was kind of like a split of like if it's more important. And I don't know, this was like an interesting little thing that they were talking about. But
Sounds wrong.
I think it is. Like you can ask and be like, hey, well, some people are like, it's real easy. You can just sit there for 5 minutes and let the match play out for the 2 other people and just be like, oh, to the guy who like lost, how usually you have to get up. You sit where the guy lost, you beat the other guy, and then your friend or enemy who you're gonna money match, sit down and then you do it. Or you could just ask. That's what a lot of people are doing. Like, why don't you just ask? Like, hey, me and this guy want to do a money match. When you guys are over, can you get up?
Show dominance.
Well, some people were like, he was like, oh, I had an incident where someone told me that they were going to have a money match, and my friend was like in the middle of saying yes, and I was like, no. And they didn't do anything. Because, like, what can you do? So.
It's not that real fight.
Real money. Real fighting.
Yeah, basically. And, I mean, that's all that really is up with, like, fighting games in EVO.
That took a whole fucking hour.
Yeah, EVO was pretty fucking big.
Yeah.
So now you guys go on whatever you guys are... Whatever's next.
Well, Frank wanted to talk about the state of cartoons.
Animation as well. Well, I mean, same shit, but whatever. Yeah.
They good.
They good. Moving on.
No, they're not. They're far from it.
Wait, what's wrong with them?
Have some examples.
Okay, so back in the day, I want to say there was at least a decent variation, and it wasn't just subjugated to like one genre. Whereas now, as of this date, August 17th, 2018, a lot of animation, Western, is highly just revolved around comedy and nothing else. Of a like
Are we
tiny.
talking about Cartoon Network or animation?
No, just in general. Like in general, like a lot of it is just done. All these stuff that's televised is just highly just based on like comedy and maybe like snippets of like action here and there. Like all the big names like OKKO, We Bear Bears, which is fine.
Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go. The up and coming fucking
Amazing World Gumball. That's all the cartoons I know that exist. Which I watched on.
Was it Loud House and all all the ones that are airing at least now. Just I feel like if you want to get like your action, I guess, fix or anything else really, you have to go to like Netflix or maybe even Hulu or like fucking third party sites. Or stay up late and watch fucking anime on Toonami. Or just go to fucking Crunchyroll or whatever the fuck.
Don't they show like Dragon Ball Z Kai? I don't watch television, so I don't know.
On what? Kai? No, that thing died.
Don't they show Dragon Ball?
I don't know.
No, they don't have Inuyasha anymore.
No.
No more Yusuke Urameshi.
I don't care for Kai. What is it again? What is it?
Dragon Ball Z Kai?
Yeah.
It's really
No fillers.
And
Some HD
yeah,
snippets
But-
here and there.
no blood, and also some scenes are taken out.
No, not all of them are like that.
No, I know not all, but there are
The
some
ones that
scenes
were
that are
airing
taken
on the
out.
CW and like Nickelodeon were kind of like that, where they altered the blood and they made Mr. Popo blue.
I don't
Wait,
watch.
in Kai they made him blue?
On certain
On-
networks, they did, yeah.
Yeah, Cartoon Network. Yeah.
Not Cartoon Network.
No. Where the fuck did
Kai was airing on Nickelodeon in the beginning,
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
They can't even like make an
and then it
excuse
was
for that
airing
being
on the
related to-
on the like the CW, like on the Saturday morning block until that got done.
I don't know why the fuck people watch Kai, but
You were my
Popo is
childhood.
like some sort of creature. He's not even like human. They can't even like.
Anyway, yeah, it's just not.
Really Odd Parents.
That thing's dead. So is Butch Hartman's career.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Well, I don't know about his career, but he's trying to start up something.
Yeah, and
He got the
had to
money
use,
for it, but
he had to use
I don't know.
religion for that. He had to use the West Baptist
Did he
Baptist
really?
Church. Yeah, he was like, "Hey, are you?" He made a commercial. Like, "Hey, are you tired of like watching all this sex and violence on your TV? Wish there was some wholesome network for all the
God,
family to
no.
enjoy." Well, I got just the thing. Cosmo, pregnant. Nah, but yeah, he was starting up his own network company, and yeah, he kind of had to lie to a bunch of people so he can get it.
But I mean, like, I don't blame him for what he's doing. He's trying to start up some big cartoon company.
I mean,
Like,
it's not like fucking
Nickelodeon
Fairly
or
Odd Parents is that
Cartoon
great to
Network.
begin with.
Yeah, but people, it's so vague that what are you gonna have on the show? Who's gonna work on the show? What are you gonna put on? How much is it
Fairly
gonna
Odd
be?
Parents 24/7. The Adventures of Cosmo and Wanda.
it's not fair to ask that though.
Why not?
He's trying to
But if you're giving him
If you're
money,
selling something,
you're
gotta-
you're in the right to ask.
but he's making something up from scratch. He can't give off all the answers. He probably doesn't have them.
I doubt he's giving everything though.
Yeah, he's not. Okay, don't do that. If you have the money, okay, cool. But if you're asking people and who are technically
I think people just want
investors
people
and producers,
I think people just
You
want
gotta ask.
transparency.
But it's like a double-edged sword. He could tell them and satisfy a lot of people, but then he could tell them and like a lot of people will not like it, and they'll just withdraw.
that's true. But like here,
Well, you don't
Think about it like
withdraw.
this.
You
It's
just
like,
don't get money.
Yeah, well, that's
it's like
what
buying a
the
car.
goal is
They're
to get
giving
money.
you the
Yeah.
outside of the car, but you don't know anything of the interior or like how much gas, what are the mileage, is it manual, is it automatic?
I mean, obviously it sucks, and people don't want to give money. That's your fault as like the seller. In this case, like trying to sell your network. If it sucks and people don't like it, that's your fault.
Yeah, but people don't even know if it's gonna be good or bad. So
Yeah,
it's just
that's
like
what- that's what
I'm
people
not gonna
don't want.
invest, or I'd rather not. And then he keeps begging people. It's like, oh, if only 90 people, if only 100 people give me $60 or $66 each.
But what am I getting, nigga?
But
I don't know yet.
Kind of stupid to begin
Well,
with.
get your shit straight, and then I'll give you some money.
If you
I
like
can't.
Butch Hartman's cartoons in his early days to begin with, then why are you questioning it so hard? If you're like supporting him, you're obviously a fan of his work.
But
Remember when
Brian,
people
it's a
used to
network.
fucking... Yeah. And also you can't trust, like, you can fuck with people, right? But then it comes out like, oh, he was a fucking child rapist. Well,
That's it.
yeah, like, you can't take people's word
That and he also
off
fucked up.
something that you like. Like, oh man, I liked your one show, Fairly Odd Parents.
What a mighty good
Can I
show.
get an autograph? Yeah, I'll be $100.
Ooh.
Damn.
I don't like you that much. Guess I gotta go.
Or like, hey buddy, I made this other show. I'll sell you the first copy for $200. Oh shit, I like your other shit. This probably be good too. You take it home and it's a pile of shit.
It's possible. No, Marlon.
Plus, he was also gonna implement like a bunch of like religion, like Christian morals and a bunch of other shit into his like
That's the,
shows and
that's
network.
the big turn off for me.
And people were like, I don't know about that. I kind of want my money back. Oh, I can't do refunds? Well, okay, can I list to other people like what happened? No, you're gonna delete every comment I do because it's bullying. Or
Really? Is
harassment?
that what he did?
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. He was trying to warn other people. It was like, oh, hey, I couldn't I couldn't get my money back. And every time he tried to do that, he just kept getting his comments deleted. And he only put up the ones that were like, can't wait to see the new network. Wow, but Charmin been a fan since forever. Shit like that.
Oh fuck him then. I hope your network comes out and then it
I mean,
fucking
if you're trying to
Mm.
make a new network and you're trying, like, you got, like, it takes a lot of work. You don't want all that negative stuff for other people to
don't make a shitty thing then.
How do you know it's shit? He hasn't done it yet.
You're the one who's making
he's
it.
working on it.
That's like if I delete people's comment on like something I do, right? But the thing is, there wouldn't be mean comments if my thing wasn't shitty. Make good content, and obviously there'll be some people who's like, man, this is dumb.
There's always gonna be.
He should have waited
just
to
leave
show
those.
more.
You just
instead of,
leave
like,
those, 'cause
saying,
they're so
I'm gonna
nothing.
do this thing.
Like, no matter how good people make their content out, there'll always be people like, man, this is dumb, waste of time, fuck you.
I kind of see it
You
like
leave those because people read them, and if you have a brain, you usually read those and like, oh, that's such a nothing comment.
Mhm.
Like, there's nothing to there. This is just someone saying they don't.
Plus, a lot of
Yeah.
his audience is of a younger demographic, so they're blindly just gonna listen to him and be like, "I'll give you money,"
yeah.
and that's bad
The way I see
because they don't
it
really
is
know what
that
they're signing up for.
I don't really understand all of it because it's like pretty high up there. Like, this guy's trying to make his own network, so it's a lot of stuff we don't understand about how that works and how you can be successful. So I don't give him too much.
It's like pitching a
But the
game
thing
right
is-
on Kickstarter. It's like, here's my idea for my game, right? Do you have any footage?
Okay,
Here's my idea for my game, right?
so the only thing that
What kind of
he's
genre is it?
put out, I guess that's real big, is Fairly Odd Parents, right?
Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom,
Oh, he did that in Phantom? Oh,
Tough
okay.
Puppy,
Oh, fuck Tough Puppy.
Tough
Who
Puppy,
cares? If it's not Fairly Odd Parents or Danny Phantom, we don't care.
Yeah.
That's it.
and a couple of other shows.
Okay, but
and
how you
Benson
said,
is a
Brian, that he's doing something big. Kind of like what Frank said too, right? Imagine I make something, a product, right? Like a small cartoon. Came out, it was pretty good, nothing bad really about it, people liked it. Then I go and I said, man, I made this real cool cartoon. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a network. That's so dumb. You made like 2 good cartoons. Why are you gonna go out and do something big? You can do it, but you're kind of doing a little too much. Like, that's a big leap, going from like doing a couple cartoons on a network to making your own network. Like, you're kind of flying a little too close to the
Yeah,
sun.
but he's gonna have other people. Like, he's gonna do as
Who are these other people?
But
Oh, you didn't name anybody?
That's what I'm saying. You have to be transparent. You have to put out everything there, like as much as you can, just so people feel secure about giving you money.
They gotta see the Carfax, man. Otherwise, they won't buy.
I get it. I understand.
Moving on, though. 'cause-
It just sounds like he's doing too much,
yeah.
and I can see why people don't trust him or don't want to give him money, because I wouldn't either.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah, cartoons, right. back in the day, blah blah. Anyways, there's too much comedy. There's not enough contrast to everything else.
Yeah, but it's on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, but that just sucks, man. It's like, man.
If you're over 20 and trying to watch Cartoon Network, that's your fault.
No. I'm not saying that, right? I'm just saying.
Actually, if you're over 18, fuck that. Scrap that.
Like, there's a lot of shows that get underrated, and I just feel like it just sucks because like
your love wasn't good enough then.
there's not enough variation in a lot of things, and a lot of shows that get promoted just don't get like enough attention, and they don't make it past like certain episodes or even past this fucking season. Unless you've already
should have loved it more.
I don't know. From it sounds like you watch a lot more cartoons, so you know about that. But I've seen recently because it was when we got evicted.
I'm thinking that you're gonna say you watched a bunch of Teen Titans Go.
No.
Because of what we said last time.
Damn it, bro.
Cartoon is actually Star versus the World. I think it's called.
Oh yeah, that show.
I like that show.
I never really watched it, but when I would catch glimpses, I'm like, man, this looks like a show that they put money in. Like the animation of that show,
yeah, it looks nice.
Ridiculous.
Really good.
When I saw like one episode,
there's a fucking anime outro.
I saw one episode. It's like, oh, this is gonna be like a cartoon where nothing happens.
Or anime-esque outro.
And continuity, like it's just gonna go one crazy thing.
I know
and
the
then
story.
Nothing.
No, there's
but there is. It was
story.
like there was more playing, and I was like, wow, this actually continues. It's a world. Like there's a.
How
world.
many episodes did you watch?
I don't know. I was evicted and I was laying down on the couch. There were episodes they played.
Man, this show is really good. Get out of the fucking house! Man, this show's really good.
Oh yeah, and that one kid, I think he's Mexican, or at least he's
Yeah,
brown.
he is.
I don't know.
It's like, oh wow,
But
representation.
yeah, it was not entirely comedy. Like there's some shows out there that I don't know. I can't say, but I know Star Wars.
I've never
Gravity
watched that
Falls
show.
is a
But
small exception too, where it has like a plot and doesn't rely so much on like where it's like a skit comedy show.
Hey, that brings the question: if the comedy is good, then what's the problem?
Okay, so obviously the only show that I can really think that does it exceptionally well is fucking Gumball. Even though
the thing is,
it wants to be end with it, but like the people who are in charge of like the network are like, this show was too fucking good.
That's what
I think the
I don't know about that.
I think the thing
Nick didn't want to drop it, and they kept. Butch was trying to like, not do, because they were pushing hard.
Yeah,
they were like, do this that he didn't want to do. So eventually they.
I think Gumball has an advantage as far as comedy is because they're allowed, or I think what they do a lot is reference and play up like modern ideas, like the feminine episode. Like you're not gonna see that shit in fucking
SJW. One of my most favorite episodes is when they befriend that one girl, the ice cream chick, and she just keeps making weird like fan art of like her and
I saw a little bit
Darwin.
of that episode.
And I'm like, that is such a specific archetype. The one girl who's like good at drawing and has like like very exaggerated anime art style and just does stuff like makes little comics. I'm like, I used to know people like that. I used to know people exactly like that.
The thing with
And
Gumball
it's so hyper specific that I loved, and I'm like, that's so weird. You don't make a character like that.
It's just very self-aware and like they hit like very
really weird niche.
That I don't think a lot of kids would. I feel like that show is made obviously for kids in mind, but like has a lot of knowledge.
It doesn't talk down to its audience. Like it'll make jokes.
Like I don't know a lot of kids who will get some of the or get as much out of it as like adults do.
Yeah, they can. Like you'll still laugh. Like my nephew watches and he still loves that show. He
like I think in the end it's a solid cartoon, but it also has like real niche shit. Like people retweet that shit on Twitter.
Like the one with Larry, the cashier. He had a whole like what
episode.
A whole like snippet of it just being one big ass fucking Cowboy Bebop
Yeah,
reference.
I saw it on Twitter too.
And
what?
Cowboy Bebop, the intro, he had his own little like intro, Cowboy Bebop.
Where he was just like bagging stuff, cleaning stuff up.
The song was so similar, but it
was just
wasn't.
like and then it just cuts to him just like
He has a little like scan.
the
thing.
scanner gun and all that stuff, and then it cuts back to him being miserable.
They have like One Piece
Plastic
shit. They have
man.
anime shit. They have like
It's so great. I love it.
like just shit that I'm just.
There's
like,
fucking JoJo references in that show.
Yeah, there is.
There's a one where he was like, nice! And he makes the face and everything while he's in it. It's like, no one will ever get that unless you watch it. It's
and
so
I don't know many
really
kids
specific.
that watch JoJo.
Yeah.
Even though I think JoJo is on,
Toonami.
but they just know
I
they're.
such
They
like
just.
that.
I feel like Teen Titans Go is also the same way, that they kind of know their audience. But Teen Titans Go it can't do it as much just because it's still Teen Titans. So
Yeah.
you have to,
Abide to certain laws.
with Teen Titans. But Gumball has nothing. Like, it's just Gumball.
Anything
There's
goes.
no...
Cat and the fish were like.
There's no,
Yeah. No holds bars. Anything can really go.
Yeah. I don't know much about the other shows. I know my little brother watches OK KO sometimes, but I don't know.
I just don't like that art style. It just seems very, very, very simplistic.
I think that's the point.
Which is
Even the outlines are like, they're not dark outlines. They're like
very thin, just kind of
you
like...
can see the pencil mark.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I don't know.
I just don't like
I've never
it.
seen the
I don't like
show,
that.
so-
I don't know anything about it. I just saw it, and I was just like, oh, okay. But I don't know. I guess it's fine as for comedy. 'Cause it's on Cartoon Network. I don't know how funny.
Most of these shows are like tend to be like 15 minutes long, which is fine. But
You've ever known a show to go on that started real good, like, but
And
with
the
with the way it was, and just kept going and like exists and still.
SpongeBob.
No, SpongeBob is not.
I
SpongeBob
don't
was
know.
good, and then they changed, and his voice got high.
Wait, are you saying
The
started
same
off
voice actor.
good or started off bad?
It started off good. SpongeBob was good. It was funny. It was
I don't think SpongeBob is funny now.
no,
At least
not
in the
now.
It has certain episodes I watched like
Like,
recently.
I don't know if
that
they're
are
not
pretty
funny. I just look at a lot of the, like, sometimes I see like a SpongeBob thing come like up on Twitter, and I'm just like, it seems like you guys don't want to do the show, or like there's no more idea.
okay. It's like The
They literally
Simpsons.
had at least from what I saw, they had an episode on that brown fish who broke his leg, which I find funny, but at the same time I'm like, it's an entire episode on this
Brown fish.
character. I feel like you guys are just made to keep making episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna happen. The longer the show goes,
Some of
it's
happens
gonna
going on for too long.
get worse. But that's my point. Like, it ever started good and still going, and it's still good.
Oh,
You guys
that's
know a
still
show
good.
Like that?
Oh,
No, because all the shows that I watch tend to end good.
a lot of the shows. Well, I don't watch cartoons, so I don't keep up with a lot of the stuff I used to watch.
Venture Brothers, I think, is a small exception. It's still going on.
Adventure Brothers.
Venture Brothers.
Venture.
What is that?
It's like a parody on like all like the Action Boy cartoons from like the late 70s to early 80s.
I don't
So,
know.
like,
All the shit I
Johnny
used to watch
Quest
as a
and
kid,
shit
I
like
don't
that.
watch.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know. Usually one thing or
Isn't
another.
Johnny Quest in that show too?
Yeah,
He's like an old, like
Yeah.
drunk up beat loser. What a fucking dweeb. I love it.
Yeah, I stopped watching shows after a while.
It's hard to get into shows. I don't know, because there'll be shows I want to
But
watch.
like no one watches it unless it's very mainstream. Like, or people just won't give it like the time of day of like, I haven't heard about this. No one's really talking about it on certain sites. I'm not gonna give it a try.
I don't
Unless
know how
it's
I-
unless people like really try to sell it to you, like other YouTubers or like other people, be like, oh hey, you should watch this show.
Or it's
Oh.
from the same people that made it. that
Exactly.
you like.
People won't care. Otherwise, it has like
That's
a
why a
name
lot of-
attachment to it.
A lot of new things are very hard to get. Like,
Past season one.
yeah.
And it's so disappointing because a lot of shows have potential.
Either one, you have to chill out and like spread the word, and hopefully
you
it
really have to,
catches,
yeah.
or you basically say this person that you guys know worked on this, and make that like the selling point,
Yeah, pretty much, and that sucks. And it's
which is
kind of
also
like
a form of shilling.
That's how I got into.
That's why,
Rick and
like,
Morty.
reboots and nostalgia is trying to kick in again. Like I know in Comic-Con they announced a Rugrats reboot with half animation and half real life. I don't know fucking why, but it's gonna happen.
Is it
They don't know.
kids or
They don't
I
know
mean, is
yet.
it
People are saying, "Oh, I heard from this one YouTuber, it's maybe gonna be the kids are gonna be animated, and
That's what I was thinking
the
right now.
people are gonna be real life, or
that's so
who the fuck knows?"
That'd be probably the worst thing they can do. Kids animated.
They
and
just need to
real
let shit
adults.
die. Not even die, 'cause it's not dead. People know what Rugrats is.
I mean, I don't know what
You
people
just
like.
let that shit. Make new shit. But
That's hard.
it's hard to make new shit and expect it to do good. So you make
Exactly.
old shit, even if it's bad,
And rehash
people
it.
will watch at least the first couple of episodes just because it's like,
Adult Swim's kind of
Yeah.
like that. Well, they kind of don't care, and they'll just do things for like shit's sake, and be like, "Hey, if it lands, cool. If not, then all right, cool."
Yeah.
Like this one show that used to be on, not on Adult Swim, but it was You ever heard of a show called Motor City?
no.
Okay, fuck. It was like a show about like cars and like it had action. It was animated by
Transformers?
No. They just lived in like this weird like dystopian like future with like race cars and shit like that.
No.
It was animated by Titmouse, the same people who did like Black Dynamite, the animated show, Metalocalypse, Ball Masters, and a couple other shows.
Metalocalypse, I remember that show. Too bad. I heard. I think it was the director who died.
No, Nathan Explosion died. The voice actor, he died.
I heard also the director died.
Oh, he died too? Fuck.
I'm almost positive I heard it.
That show never ended.
I liked Metalocalypse.
So do I, but it's such a weird niche experimental show that when I saw it, I was like, what the fuck is this show? And until I actually sat down and saw it, I'm like, this shit's hilarious.
I just didn't like it as much as a lot of people that I would see. I guess fangirls or fanboys.
Both, honestly.
Like I know there was a weird obsession with
Pickle and Toki.
I think it was just Toki.
It's probably Toki.
Yeah. The weird one.
If not Nathan.
No, it was Toki. Yeah. Him.
The one who has like the weird like Swedish like
and he has the brown hair.
Yeah, that's Toki.
I know there was a lot of people who are obsessed with him for some reason. I think it's just because he's fucking weird.
He's just the youngest one, that's why. Because Murderface just looks fucking weird.
And him or the clown. Even though I hated the clown. Like he was cool. It's just I hate clowns.
Dr. Insano or something like that?
Yeah. People were really good at making his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that show was fucking weird. I liked it, but not as much as other people.
This show is like prison held.
Oh, Super Jail.
Super Jail.
Yeah, I love that show too, and it's just
it's like ball,
so stupid.
Ball Crashers, whatever. That one's like
Ball Masters. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's new because
he's the same guy who directed it.
The Star Show. I would see the advertisement in the commercials. I was like, it looks like Super Jail. And I like it, but I never watched them.
They're both good. I watched it. It's probably not gonna get a second season at all.
Ball Masters?
Ball Masters, yeah. That thing actually has a story midway of like they explain like why they play this game and what are these balls and why they are in the future setting that they are. But fuck all that stupid shit, which I like too.
I like the animation styles of shows like that.
What's it called? But the last show I want to talk about before we end all of this is Last Man. That show I was showing
Last
you.
Man,
Yeah. So that show is incredibly good. It's the runtime.
Is it an anime?
No, it's a French cartoon, based off a comic.
It's like something you see on Adult Swim.
But it's like about 13-15 minutes long, and it's it's highly action based. And the plot that I thought it was just gonna be like about like some 80s inspired synth like fucking martial arts thing. It turned into like a deep occult thing about like the supernatural and other worlds.
Supernatural.
And like I'm 17 episodes in, and I'm like, this show is really fucking good. Really good.
Does our main hero ever get a power up?
No, the thing that I love about him, he's a completely normal dude. And he fights these entities, and he just has to like do it. And he's just some schmuck Joe. And I love that. But everything else around him just is like balls to the wall, like kind of crazy, and he just has to deal with him and be like, he's kind of nonchalant about it. I'm like, alright, cool. I guess I have to do this even though I don't fucking want to. It kind of reminded me a little bit of like the relationship later on, because another character comes into the term. You ever seen Supernatural?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. They have that relationship where it's just like
brothers.
Yeah.
Oh.
One of the characters kind of looks like is it like one of the brothers too?
Sam and Dean. There's Dean.
I think he looks more like Sam. Yeah, but it's really good. Did you know fucking Supernatural had an anime?
Yes.
Did you ever see it?
No.
I think I'm gonna watch it next. But
it was like one season or something?
Yeah, but it's actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Huh.
What's it called? No, yeah, Last Man's really good. And what's it called? And not a lot of people are talking about it, and I wish more people do. Because in the app that I'm watching it, Vert, there's comments, and people are like just surprised of like how consistent the animation is, how good the dubbing is, how good the story is, and it didn't expect it would, it exceeded expectations and more. So I mean, this kind of opened my, I think action cartoons can be possible even if it's on a 15-minute runtime. If it's ever going to really catch, I guess, wind, probably not, but I mean, I hope so. Hope action cartoons come back instead of it just being all comedy.
Alright.
And that's Manplay.
How long we got right now?
We're at 125 and I'm dying from this fucking heat. Go.
Alright, just keep going.
What are we gonna talk about?
Go, Brian, go.
Just go.
I want that.
You guys wrote the list.
Alright, well, we could. Well, the last thing we have
Why
actually.
you turn on the light? It's gonna make
I
it
can
hot.
see.
The last thing we have is just something, some small thing I wanted to think, something that bothered me. It was like things YouTubers do that I hate. And
Oh boy.
me and Frank were talking about.
Hell
earlier.
yeah, boy.
Well, I was trying to tell Frank that there's these YouTubers who take their fan art versions of themselves,
That's fine.
but they have these like clipped cardboard cutout versions of their fan art anime selves, and they put them in these specific positions, like
Oh, like they're expressing?
yeah, like this.
Yeah, when they're
or,
I hate that shit. I don't like it all that much when it's like 40 of those for every little thing you say, and I'm like,
It's like it'll
Might as
just
well
like
just put
keep
yourself on camera.
shifting. Yeah, it'll keep shifting between the same like poses and expressions, and it's like not just one guy does that. Like a lot of people do
lot of
that.
people
A lot of
do it
YouTubers
now.
I'm
do
confused on what you're talking about.
okay, so like there'll be like a YouTuber
Like the
and they don't
picture
want to
here.
show their face, and they'll just talk like and they'll kind of like say something with like a very specific tone, and they'll draw out a picture.
What is showing on the video is the drawing in
It could be about
in
anything.
real life, like
It's
do
a
a cardboard
picture of
cutout.
themselves.
It's kind of like
like in
commentators.
an anime or a cartoon.
But
style.
it's still
But
like,
it's, like, cut
there's
out.
no real like he doesn't draw it, make a like
It doesn't make like a persona or like a character
No,
or
no.
a caricature of themselves.
but like
So
it's not a real life video, but he's
Oh no, it could be that.
it's literally like just an animation is what you're saying.
No,
It could be the video itself could be real life, or it could be of pictures or anything else. But while the guy is talking, he has a little mini version of himself
That's
to
what I'm
like to like express like
instead of just
emotions
being
or
on fucking
something.
camera.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
cut
just
away.
commentary but with a face.
Yeah, but
So
Everyone does that though.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, a lot
it's
of people
not
do that.
refreshing and it's not new.
It's
Why are you watching
annoying.
those videos?
Huh?
Why are you watching those videos?
It could be any video. It could be like a review or something, or like
Usually when I see those, it's mostly people who do like discussing their life, like a past experience. Like I know there's one, I don't know her name, I just seen her a lot. It's a female and she has a little like drawn version of herself, and she literally talks to the mic, tells her little story. Like an example would be like her first time she went on a date, or like a past experience, right? It's like a vlog but without filming yourself. You're just animating your face to make it more expressive. Maybe she's ugly, maybe that's it, I don't fucking know.
yeah, but
But-
that's not what I've been watching. Like I don't watch these things specifically, but there'll be like a theory on something, or it'd be a review on something. Like
Oh no,
something
I've
like
seen that too. Like anime reviewers do that too. And in my head, I'm like, you do this one because you're probably ugly. Well, not ugly. You just don't like to show your face. I'm sorry. You're not ugly.
That
People are
you
just camera
like
shy.
it, something. It could be anything. My point is, I just don't like it. I hate like if I'm watching your review video and I see the same like picture being shifted. Like
Would you rather see the same face?
I don't care to see a face at all, but like sometimes the people are ugly, and I'm like, dude, I don't want to see. A
I
face.
don't know. In my head, I
Please,
think
you know?
I don't think they do it because, like, what? I think they do it because they have like a valid point. Like, because that takes like more work than it does turning on the camera and filming yourself. You don't have to do shit. You just talk. But in that other one, you kind of have to animate it. I think just because they're maybe not insecure, but they just don't like to be on camera. That's at least what I think. Because I've
That's
seen people
fine.
do that. Like if I look up a random video on like anime review, and I know no one big has reviewed it, or actually no one that I know, and I look it up and it's like first review I see there, and it's like little fucking their little persona, and then they have the background is like some clips of the show happening, or writing like character's name and like shit like that, like information in the background. I'm just like, you just don't like showing your face.
That's fine, but what Brian is trying to get to the point is like people who do that have like some sort of caricature. They have a character, an OC, something to represent them without really putting a face. People who do that, like Mr. Anime Man or whatever the fuck his name is, he's like a mask.
Yeah, I know.
It's fine, but it's more like people who like don't want to show their face, but still, it's still like a representation of themselves. Just, I guess, like, just like a prettier version of themselves. It's more like, oh, they're like anime. Like, there's nothing different. It's just them, just drawn out.
Yeah,
that's what he means. Just like, what's the difference? You might as well show your face.
I don't know about
Imagine
that.
if Maximilian stopped showing face cam and just used.
Max does it, but for thumbnails.
Max does it
Yeah,
for
that's what I'm saying.
thumbnails.
The
Which is
thumbnails
fine.
are fine.
But he's doing it for the same reasons. Because his face, because he doesn't.
What are you talking about? A lot of them has like he has like this set of his face, actual face. and
Yes,
he
but
uses
it's
them
not
for a
as
lot of
eye-catching
videos.
as a fucking thumbnail. I mean, as a cartoon of him.
Just because
No one wants to see a 40-year-old man making an O face. People want to see that shit in a cartoon.
Actually, Max does it all the time.
He does it, and people take screenshots, but it's not him doing the face at the camera and going like, that's a good face, I'm gonna use that. It's just he does it in a live stream. People clip it. They send him a screenshot. He's like, man, that's kind of funny. Someone make that into an emo, but he's not doing it himself.
All right, but what I'm saying is, imagine you took the face cam out and you took his icon, his animated version, and took a bunch of different poses and stuff. And when he talks, you just put those poses on the screen.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to get.
Yeah,
I don't
make
like
him
that.
like-
That shit is
It's kind of
normal to
annoying.
me.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's one of the things I hate.
It's a pet peeve.
But it's literally a thing that people have been doing.
Yeah,
Max,
but it's
I don't know
not
if you guys seen
original.
his old shit. Max did not show his face.
Yeah, he
Why? Because he wasn't confident.
did. Yeah, he did.
And he said it. He said, I didn't show my face in the beginning because why the fuck would I show my face to a bunch of strangers? I'm not confident like that. And then after doing it for years, he had a fan base who he got confident, showed his face, showed his wife face, showed all his friends, and also he's so big now that he can get people to do the artwork for him. Because he has done artwork, but he's just not that good.
I mean, good for him with the confidence and everything. But I mean, how it turned out, I don't care.
But he's lucky. If it wasn't for the fact that he got big, he would either be a no face, or he might have fucking just added a cartoon version of him.
Probably, yeah.
That's
Might have done it.
at least that's how I see it. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. If it bothered me, why would I watch that?
Well, anyway.
And I don't think it's big enough. None of the YouTubers I watch do that, but I know they exist because I look at the thumbnail. If I see an animated version of you and I don't like it, I'm not gonna click on it.
Yeah, I think what Brian's more or less trying to say. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brian, or even you.
So
I just wouldn't want to watch a 20-minute video,
So don't watch
15-minute. Exactly, I'm not.
Yeah,
I
but
look at it.
if the topic is interesting and
Yeah,
the voice doesn't
exactly.
sound bad.
that sucks for you.
Yeah.
Make a video yourself.
It sucks for me, and I
Yeah,
hate it.
it's just
Make-
like if it's just a still image of just that, it's just like,
Either
you're not
one,
adding anything new. So it's
do
boring
it
to me.
yourself if you're that good,
Oh shit.
or two, I don't know. Sucks for you. Don't watch it.
Oh shit.
All right, I have another thing to say about hate. But do you guys hate anything YouTubers do? Anything
If I
that annoys
do,
you?
I don't hate anything on YouTube just because if I don't like it, I don't watch it.
Hate's a very strong word.
I mean,
dislike
I
a
think
lot
I'm
of
just
things.
using hate, but like
I know, like pet
annoying,
peeves.
pet peeve, dislike, whatever.
Aside from the obvious like clickbait titles and
I don't even
fucking
hate clickbait anymore because I'm so used to it.
red
Okay,
arrows,
one
red
thing.
circles.
Okay, I have one thing
Shit
recently
like that.
that I've seen, and I don't hate. I'm just like, this has become such a thing that I'm just like,
Oh.
this is the best thing. Mukbangs. If you guys know what that is,
Huh? What?
mukbangs.
What up?
People literally sitting in front of the cameras eating. It's not ASMR. It's
Oh,
but I don't mind mukbangs. What I'm like, oh shit, this is so fake. Is they have the thumbnail of them eating, and in the bottom of the screen, it is littered with
food.
food, but it's not the food they buy. They literally buy a sandwich. That's all they eat. But in the bottom, they have the entire menu.
It's decorative.
And I'm just like, that's a form of clickbait, but that's so ugly and it's so obvious that. And I know like at least 5 to 7 YouTubers that I've watched their videos, so they sometimes come out in my like suggested, and they all do the same thing. And they all do the same shit. Well, they all have the same kind of channel, which is like reaction channels. And they're all black, and they're all friends of each other. Like they're a community. Like they know of each other to make
Brian,
videos.
stop.
And I guess that's why they do it. But I'm just like, this is such a big thing now, and they can't even pronounce it. Some of them can't even pronounce it. Like we're gonna do a mukbang. they're just doing it just because it's the big thing. That's just something I noticed.
Well,
Doesn't
this is
bother
playing
me.
into the algorithms. It's just
Yeah.
fun.
To me, it's just like you guys are just playing
Hustle.
the system. Yeah.
Like
Hot Shins have been doing it forever. They don't even know what it is. They've just been doing it forever.
as long as it pays,
don't
keeps
even-
the lights on.
Mukbang. That's oh shit. You know, I think those would get a lot more traction if they put the title as mukbang.
Kevin.
What
What?
does mukbang stand for anything, or is that like just a word?
I think that's just the
The-
phrase.
Some sort of
I
play on
think
words.
because that eating in front of a camera started really popular in I think
for
Korea.
fucking reason.
And like Koreans really like that. Like even if you watch the ASMR shit, a lot of them are Korean. So mukbang I think is the English word for like them eating.
So
That's stupid and weird.
You guys don't watch those videos?
No, I'm not a fucking degenerate.
It's just eating food. It's normal.
Yeah,
human
I can do
thing
that
to stay
myself.
alive.
I don't need to watch anyone eat.
Why do you watch people?
That's some like anorexic like disorders. Like you can eat for me, I'll watch you. Come on, it looks good. I wish I could eat it, but I can't. That's fucked up. That's kind of weird.
Throw up just kissing.
Yeah, exactly.
The ASMR part or just regular or both?
Both is just dumb to me. It's like, why would I do that? Like, I can get behind the idea of like a food review. It's like, oh, hey, there's a new item that, but I don't know if it's like worth $12, $8. I'll watch someone. Okay.
Yeah, I
if
I
it's
watch
just
food
someone
reviews.
who's just like mukbang, and then it's just like all this shit. I'm like, it's like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes of you just eating.
I watched
a thing.
one
I'm not doing that.
of a lady eating
Takis.
no. She was eating like crab legs. Man, that's the most disgusting thing ever.
Okay, if it's really foreign fucking food,
It's crab legs.
no,
She's
but
southern.
what I'm saying is like, if it's really fucking foreign food, shit I've never seen in my life, I'll watch it just because I'm like, what the fuck is
She
that?
has like this big fucking lard thing of fucking like
But if
butter.
it's regular food, I'm not fucking doing it.
Yeah. People, but she has a hell of a lot of subscribers. But I was watching her eat. She's just cracking them, slurping them down.
That's kind of disgusting.
It is.
And
It is. But in a way, I was just
disgusting.
like,
It's kind of like weird fascination of like, I can't look away, but I want to, but I
I
can't.
didn't watch it. But the reason why I guess I
That's
had
gross,
like
huh?
mukbang like videos to watch was because I got there's a guy named Mark Wayne on YouTube. He goes to like different countries and like
That's cool.
I
That's
watched
fun.
like 5 of his videos, which are like 40 minutes long, that he went to Mexico
Come
and just like a bunch of shit.
like,
So like
name it for the viewers.
tacos, tamales, some soups. But I watched it mainly just because I knew some of the places like he went to.
Oh, okay.
So I was just like, oh shit, it still looks the same. Or like that restaurant is still there. Shit like that.
It's still ridden with crime.
He was like I think he's like Asian or something. Or like some sort of... His wife is Asian for sure, but I don't know where he's from. But it's also interesting watching him like conversate because he knows English but not super... I mean, he knows Spanish but not super well. So like, it's also nice just seeing
Don't like this Tom.
seeing the culture.
Mas chidos
No, he doesn't
tamales.
talk like that. Like he doesn't know every word, but he doesn't talk like that. Like how I say some words.
Like what? Name a word.
Like if I say Acapulco, he doesn't say that. He says
Acapulco.
it. Yeah, he says it like that.
Why you
but
say it like that?
I'm just giving you an example.
Okay, thank you.
I say that as a joke because I know white
Okay.
people say Acapulco. It's like Acapulco.
And then they snicker and laugh at you.
It's like that's how you say.
They
dumb
say
fucking bitch.
Pinches gringos. And they're like, what? Oh, ahí
I
está,
can't
señor.
land.
Ahí está, señor.
But
That'd be $60.
I was just watching it and I'm like, man, the food there is dirt cheap too because he
Hell
shows the
yeah.
prices. I'm like, holy shit.
All Spanish food is dirt cheap, and it's fucking huge portions they give you.
Also, I like watching how the people make the food. So, like, he went to go get an elote, and this dude had a line of like 50 people, and he's like fucking making that shit super quick.
See, that's more
I like
like a
watching the
vlog.
culture.
That's fine. If it's like a vlog thing and like a mini weird documentary,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fine. That's cool. But
Yeah,
if, it's,
that's what it really is.
if it's niggas
he
just sitting
goes-
down in front of their fucking kitchen table with all this
Ooh,
shit,
I-
I'm
I-
not watching that.
What you have to say?
I'm just saying niggas as a broad term.
Okay.
Niggas.
But yeah, that's a pretty big thing. But aside from that, I don't really have anything else.
All right, and when the third thing.
Okay, I
Well,
was
no,
about to say,
that's right.
say, Brian, don't you dare.
No, the third thing was gonna be that people that okay, so there's a topic you want, like you're interested in, but then you go to this YouTuber and his voice is just like unbearable,
All
like
the
just
time.
unbearable.
I hate it.
Like
And
they
it-
have this massive slur, or they just sound
Okay.
really like bad.
I had an experience like literally like last week. His voice wasn't bad. I just hated. I didn't hate, but I just
Oh.
didn't like
I hate when people sound really whiny.
Or
and
they
at the
can
top
pronounce a word that you've been pronouncing
your whole life,
and then they say it like in the wrong way, like it's. Ugh.
So I basically watched all of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood again, but in form of a live reaction. But it was like one of those, because I saw one and I was like, oh shit, I remember this episode. Oh, this happens next episode. I'm gonna watch it. But it's it was not. It was unbearable for the first like 1 or 2 episodes because it's like it's not one person reaction. It's like 6, 7 people, and they're all overlapping. But I can distinguish, and also the episode is in the middle, but you can't have it all the way transparent. So it's 2 pictures of JoJo like this. The middle is like fully colored, and the other 2 parts are transparent. But you can make out the subtitles, and also some people are watching it in the English dub, and some people are watching the Japanese, so you can hear both of them plus the people commentary. So I watched all of it. I think from episode 12 to episode 64. I think the guy's name, the YouTuber, was like Anime Lover. He's just re-uploads people's reaction. Like Astro Mission just compiles into one, and I watched the entire thing. But there was one guy who was reacting to it. He had a good mic so you can hear him clearly, but I guess I didn't understand why he was even reviewing.
Oh, hey, reactions. That's what it is.
Why he was even reviewing or watching this show or anime in general, just because he had the weirdest complaints.
Like?
And like after I think like episode like. He was on there for a good bit, but I was looking at the comments. A lot of people were complaining about him. They basically the guy took him off any more like reaction compilations. But like, there was an episode where like Hawkeye is describing the Israel war, and his complaint was just like people don't say things like he was complaining about things that in my head are like, well, no shit, this is an anime. Like people aren't this poetic about war, and I'm like, yeah, no shit. In my head, at least, I'm like, yeah, no shit. Why are you bringing into world stuff into an anime? Like,
there's an obvious disconnect that you're watching something, so yeah, things have to be explained to you.
Animes don't make the show to make it realistic. That's what makes things bad. Like watching something fictional, like like wrestling, and trying to convince the people watching it that it's real.
Yeah, that's something that's happening right now with Doom Eternal and the social justice warriors. That they said there was like 3 main line on the trailer that like made fun of the like real world problems and like. Oh,
like first world problems?
Yeah, like I mean, okay,
look,
one of the.
It's just like academics said. No one cares about your rich nigga problems, man.
Well, anyway, I was going to say, like, this video I was trying to watch on Dragon Ball Z, this guy was pronouncing Saiyans as Scions.
Who's the name?
Scions. I don't remember. It was a while ago.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
So, I really couldn't watch it.
Why don't you leave a comment?
After you said, like, the 3rd time Scions, I stopped.
Why don't you leave a comment?
That's no point in leaving.
I don't like...
people already had left comments.
I don't like YouTube videos that, like, will say is like, oh, one easy trick to do this, or like, oh... something explain, but you see the videos like 24 minutes long, and I'm like, why is it taking you so long to explain this? And they take so long to get to it, and I'm like, alright, so finally this is what you gotta do.
The first like 10 minutes is him promoting his shit, and then like, alright, now let's get into
the intro, their promo, the Patreon, all this shit, and I'm just like, dude, just please tell me what the hell it is that I have to do. Alright, so after all this BS, you gotta do this.
I think it was just yesterday.
Just turn it off and turn it back on.
That's it. Thank you guys for stopping. Subscribe, like.
Might take you this long? Come on, man.
I think it was just yesterday. I saw a video. It was like something about a game. Oh, is this game really bad? In parentheses, yes. And the video was like so long. So 10 minutes.
Maybe they were just trying to be like, this video's long as shit. Let me just give people the answer right away.
Yeah, but then that's like, don't do that. If you want to explain and really get into it, don't answer the question.
Maybe it's for the people that are like Frank that just want the answer.
But for that, now half the time I just look it up on the on Wiki or whatever the fuck, or like a forum. They're like, hey, how do you do this thing? And they'll be like, all right, cool, thank you. You saved me like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but you see, that's not a good video. It's not 10 minutes long. It has to be 10 minutes.
Nah, fuck that. I hate that shit.
Well, trying to think of anything else. Not really. Oh, well, Death Battle. Did you see it? Carnage versus the Anime Girl?
Dude, I hate Death Battle. A bunch of fucking
I don't fuck with Death
chills. Nothing but sellouts.
Death Battle to me makes no sense.
You guys should watch it only based on
I saw it
on the combat. Like,
I saw it.
what Carnage can
Look.
do.
Their animations ain't shit.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that now. They reuse certain sprites and then redo them. Sure, they're choreographed fine, but they ain't shit. They ain't shit.
They're not great, no.
Wait, who did Carnage
I've seen
fight?
better sprite fights than fucking Newgrounds in 2005. These niggas ain't shit.
We all remember that Street Fighter versus MK shit.
Oh hell yeah, the one where Ryu fights Scorpion or Chameleon.
And then Akuma comes and saves them.
He fights
and
Chameleon.
Yeah, Chameleon.
Yeah, that is.
And that big giant Iron Man
fucking
gun comes out.
And then he turns into Shin Akuma. He has the
ice powers.
Yeah. That is the best shit, and that's from fucking 2007. And Death Battle comes with what, like 2 minutes of like fighting? Fuck that gay shit.
Sometimes they have you guys seen
the 3D animation ones that are done by like one of the lead animators, they look fine. They look good.
I've seen like only 2-3 episodes and I skimmed through them. It was the Goku versus Super Saiyan, obviously. I mean, Goku versus Superman. Obviously, Superman should win, and he did win. Makes fucking perfect sense. Guts versus Nightmare.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who won?
Guts.
Why? I don't know.
Because that's the thing. He's just human, but he
that shit makes no sense.
Dude,
he's
fought up.
I don't know who Nightmare is. Oh, I didn't know who he was.
That's basically what they based it on. He's fought and killed like apostles and Dutch.
Nightmare has
every single day.
lasers.
Yeah,
no one in Berserk has lasers. Lasers beats anything.
Nightmare is just another demon in the world of Berserk.
But he has lasers.
Yeah, so doesn't mean anything.
Lasers go through metal.
I think I was mad. I thought Nightmare should.
I like Guts because I don't even know who Nightmare is, and even I'm like, Guts.
Does he really have lasers?
He had lasers in the show.
Are you sure?
That's the only thing I've ever seen of Nightmare, and he literally had lasers that went through like concrete. And I'm just like, Guts is dead. You're dead. Why did you win, Guts?
With lasers. Are you sure you didn't fight Guts someone with lasers or some sort of projectile?
He had lasers that went through fucking walls.
Nah, but it's got the Berserk armor, so it's
that
okay.
shit makes no sense to me.
Point
is, I don't know. Death Battle just seems like a place where people,
fanboys
either get their dick stroked or they get their heart broken.
It's just that the pair-ups are always weird. Like the pair-ups are just like make no sense to me.
Yeah, that's what people were saying.
Carnage. Okay, the girl was. You ever seen the anime Elfen Lied?
Lead. It's German.
Oh, the main girl?
Yeah, the one with the like.
Did she win?
She won. Yeah.
You know what I like about Death Battle is they know that they piss people off, so they put shit like Kid Buu versus Jigglypuff.
Like they do stuff like
you know
how are you gonna put Carnage against an
you know why? Because
anime
people
character?
who complain about it give them views.
Why do you get some comments?
Why? Yeah, like I think even though I don't watch the show, I'm gonna give my props.
The one with Bleach, Ichigo versus Naruto. That is the fucking worst matchup I've ever fucking seen. Like,
Naruto would kill Bleach. I mean Ichigo.
Yeah.
Well, I guess yeah.
Naruto literally becomes like a fucking god by the end of it.
And you can have multiple versions.
It's the worst matchup. Like, the absolute worst. Goku's a better matchup than fucking Ichigo.
But I give kudos to them because they know what they're doing and they know how much they piss people off. Because to me, Death Battle, I wouldn't watch it because of the facts. Because there's too much.
Facts.
There's too much out there, especially when it comes to comic book characters, that you cannot satisfy people, because people will be like, oh, but how about Superman in this comic or this one? There's too much bullshit to comic books to where that would even work. And then when it comes to like anime and manga, people will bring up fucking random notes that the fucking author did.
They'll take things very like loosely. Like,
there's too much out there.
Elfen Lied. They just because it was compared to something doesn't mean it actually is like that.
And
strong.
their worlds are so different that. Like, that shit makes no sense. So I wouldn't watch it because I'm like, oh, I know this. Like, there's just no point for me. I go there for the tears and for the stupid fanboys who went to watch there and actually believe that, like, there would be a logical outcome.
Yeah.
I wanted Carnage to win, obviously, but the reason why I watched it is to see Carnage in action, because no one cares about Carnage. Frank can, I
like Carnage. I kind of wish Carnage would have fucking won.
But the thing is, they say it in the video, and this has been with other characters too. There are Doctor Strange versus Dr. Fate. They can both win. in different scenarios, they can both win.
What is this fucking?
But for some reason,
what's that show that was on Spike TV?
Oh, Deadliest Warrior.
That they had like.
I love that.
They
show.
run that simulation 1,000 times.
I lived for that show. That show is better than
better
than fucking Death Battle, which is highly inspired from.
Did you ever watch the show, Brian?
I know of it. I know.
Oh, that show was.
You know
great.
what?
That show was great.
Watch Deadliest Warrior. Next week, I want to talk about Deadliest Warrior. Man, that was the shit.
Yeah,
that was
super
the
cool. And then that one season where they brought in.
They brought all the
guy.
they brought in all the winners from the last season, and then like,
of course, the Spartans
who's
were
gonna win? And the fucking Spartan wins all of them. Of course. And then like the Japanese people are fucking pissed and shit.
I knew the Spartans were gonna win. How are you gonna beat the Spartans? That big ass shield.
Apache fucking died hard too.
Yeah.
And I was rooting
that big shield and a sword. How are you gonna get through that?
It was a fucking shield though. It was bullshit.
The shield covers like his whole body.
It was
how are you gonna get through that?
Exactly.
You suck.
And I'm like, oh, he's got that big bat. He's got the big bat. He's gonna swing. And it bounced off. Oh shit.
And it hurts his hand. Oh fuck. And then
yeah, and I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, I was rooting for the Spartans since day one. And then they had the military.
The military
like,
ones
the
were pretty
Spartan
cool.
versus
Spetsnaz,
the Marines.
fucking won.
And he wins by the little sword.
The
ballistic knife.
Come on, that's ridiculous.
You gotta watch it. It's the fucking
fight.
best, man.
You gotta watch it. Well, first they go through like all their weapons that they're gonna show. So they show like the damage. Like they have like gelatin skeletons.
Yeah, I know.
And
they show all that. And then at the end when they run the tests and play it 1,000 times, they show like a cinematic.
Yeah, it's a live action.
So like for the armies, it would be like 5 versus 5. There's gonna be like a battle here and there where they have the gun, but in the last part they have to make it dramatic. So in the end, it's like the Marine with his little shovel.
Zombies versus vampires.
Yeah.
Or some shit.
That's where I got real.
So fucking stupid.
They had in the last fight, it was like one Spetsnaz versus one
yeah, that was
Marine.
cool. The 1-on-1s were always really fun.
Well, that was in the end because the other 4 in each team died, and he had his little shovel, and the guy Spetsnaz had his little knife, and then Spetsnaz was on the floor and he's about to kill him, and he's like ballistic knife, bitch,
and he just
and he dies.
Ballistic knife.
It's really cool, man.
Like a Polaris rapier where it shoots.
Yeah. Like he presses the button and it shoots out.
Huh.
So yeah.
The one that
show was cool.
Yeah, like the first episode was like the fucking Roman gladiator versus like an Apache, and I'm like, you won't get slayed, Apache. Well, complete fucking 180. Just
fucking.
He scalps the nigga at the end. He's like, ah, and I'm like, yeah.
God, that's terrible. Scalp.
Yeah, they had the samurai. They had a ninja.
Samurai again. It was against the Vikings, I think.
Yeah.
And them niggas were like.
They ever put them against others? Like if the samurai loses, he still gets pit against.
Against again in the second season, it's like all the winners from the last season go against each other head to head, and of course, fucking Spartans won, motherfuckers, and a big fucking.
Because how you gonna get
they
through that
literally
shield?
have no fucking armor, and they fucking won because of a stupid shield.
Because like the ninja was, it's not really like the samurai. They had like the little sickle. They had more like
they had tools,
grass shit, like how they were like. Doing like the rice fields.
It was farming tools.
Yeah.
They had the size. They had sickles. They had like the swords, but it just did.
Oh, and like the sand,
like the
egg with the chili pepper in it or something in it.
They had all these tools, but like impenetrable fucking shield. You're not gonna get through it.
And like they also had their little like formation they would do.
Oh,
man,
and
Spartans
the biggest time machine is if you go back now and you look up the fights, there's a bunch of AMVs to them, and it's just the fights to all this like really like Butt Rock, 3 Days Grace, like fucking Breaking Benjamin.
Man, bring that show back. But I know I shut the bed like towards the end.
Towards the end, I was just like, this is dumb and retarded, but I'm still gonna watch it. It's kind of like what happened to Lost Tapes.
Yeah,
where it got really stupid. Where it was a zombie episode, and they happened to be in this house of zombies, and we don't know what happened to them, but these are their lost tapes. So fucking stupid. Man, I'm gonna watch this shit again.
Alright, I think we should close this off with a final
watch Deadliest Warrior.
topic. And that topic is, as we spoke of in the beginning, Gabriel's life and why he doesn't like his comedic stand-up.
What?
Why
you're really playing up to this bit. Yeah, why don't you like stand-up? Do you like Jeff Dunham?
This bit is going nowhere.
No. How's the family and the kids? How's the wife and kids feel?
Is he have kids? I don't know anything about him. I don't know.
You don't know anything about your own kids?
No.
Damn. You're a terrible father and you're terrible.
I am Mexican.
Mexican. Alright. Let's get out of here and get some food and fresh air.
Yeah, it's fucking hot in here. As always, give us your money, subscribe. Give us your money, subscribe. Give us your money, subscribe.
And give us your money.
Oh yeah, man,
Don't
give us
forget
your
about
money.
that.
We're struggling. It's hot.
Please subscribe. Thank you. Good. Get it. Good ending note. I like that.